The College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks episode 4, Tuesday, February 10th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Yes, make real money predicting sports, people. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free with our promo code. That is SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. So check it out. And remember, as always, to let it ride.
This is Dan Dickow, and you are listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
The College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks episode for Tuesday, February 10th. Hey, how are you? How are you, young world? Yeah. What a night. Interesting. These home courts. It's interesting about these home courts. It's like we know something. It's like we've been watching the game our whole lives, guys. Yeah, excited to talk about it all. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Dant, Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Oh boy, it started out rough, but it ended strong. To cap off another winning fucking day. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the College Football Experience. Make sure you check us out because the season never stops over there. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Yes, big Monday in the books. Pay heed, all who enter. Beware of the motherfucking fog. Cheers.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
I mean, it's like they just don't know. They just don't know. We're also joined by third man in the booth. He is the host of the College Baseball Experience. We just wrapped a episode right now for the season, which goes into full swing on Friday. So go check out that episode. We got another one slated for Thursday night. Give it up for the great Noah Bieniek. How are you, buddy?
Sorry, was on mute. Great. Had a great day today. Not only whatever Mac said about the fog, but also Bradley won on the money line for
Carver.
Me. So, couple of money line bets easy there. And yeah, I guess I won't come in all hot and heavy about it because I feel like that was take number 3 on trying to predict when Arizona would fall. So I know we ate shit the first 2 times, and okay, so
but this is
one and 2. You know,
this is like the hardest venue, and like the first couple ones we thought because it was a tough venue, but this is the hardest venue, and this is also without maybe the first pick of the NBA draft. So
they didn't need
if
we even said that on the show.
Yeah, if you could show up for the NBA draft, you might have a case of bubble guts. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, let's jump into this because out the gate, were you guys notified of multiple suspensions? I did not watch any of this game, but I understand that there was some suspensions on St. Francis as they lose to Chicago State by 5. I did have a couple people DM me that St. Francis. I did not watch a second of this game. I was out in the world, but we lost here. At least myself and Mac. I don't know if that was valid or not, but I was messaged that multiple players would be suspended. Okay. All right. Well, that's fantastic to know.
Yeah,
between Peterson, between another player named Bradley, we're just off to a fun day. You gotta love it. Yeah, would have been nice to have that information yesterday, folks. Chicago State won 2 in a row. It's what we call a winning streak. Mac, your thoughts?
They are rolling. I mean, how are we going to ever know of these guys at the lower level if we didn't even know Peterson was sick until literally 5 minutes before the goddamn game was going to start? So it's like, all right, yeah, we missed the St. Francis suspensions. Like, how are you supposed to know that?
Yeah. And shout out to AJ saying, giving us $5. Listen to Moneyline Mac and took Kansas. Hey, didn't I hit on this last night too? Yeah. And took Kansas when they were down 10 at plus 750 for $2,100. Looking live. Thanks, brother. There we go. And hold on, there was another spot. Did I miss another donation there? My apologies if so. I thought there was another one. Yeah. Bryce giving us $2. I think Michael Brown Jr. saw the stream last night.
Good God.
Yeah.
Fucking NC State should have put me on him. I would have done just as good.
Speaking of like missing games, that guy missed like 6 or 7 during Louisville's little sputtering in the season.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that in a second, but yeah. Look, this is a bad play, but I mean, I know it was a standalone game. So we would, if I'm going to be honest, I would have been on St. Francis anyway.
Same.
Yeah. But it would have been nice to have the starters. Would have been nice.
They only lost by 5.
That's what I'm saying.
They didn't have their own starting lineup. They lost by 5. Oh, horrible play. I'm sorry.
All these bad play. Next up, another bad play. Look, I'm done. I'm done fading this Navy team. Good Lord. How much money? I would be willing to bet that I've lost more money on Navy than any other team in college basketball this season.
Just by fading them.
I've faded them. Like, I mean, there's the one time I hit on AU money line against them, but I have definitely faded them like 10 times with some big numbers, and they have made me eat shit each and every time. 16-point win. This Navy team is one of the best. This is what's so great about this season. Is you got just so many good stories here. I mean, what have they done in their past 20 games? No, they like 18-2, and I feel like their last 20 games. I would love to know that.
Yeah, I mean, they lost one game since November 29th. They were 4-5. They're 20-6. I'm not betting them. I'm not betting against them another game.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I'm tapping out. Yeah, when they're in West Point, I will probably take the points.
That'll be
yeah. Any Bieniek thoughts?
No, I didn't watch this game really, but yeah, they just keep chugging along.
Dude, they're good.
It's
defense is very good.
How about their like athletic department in general? Football's been great. Basketball is now great. Like football's had like 2 gigantic years.
Baseball's
back to back.
Going to be good too.
Let's go. I'm ready for this. Yeah, I know. Come on, boys.
Army's the long tenured dominator or titan in that league, in the Patriot League, baseball wise. They're 1-2 in the league.
So. I still haven't gotten over how Army lost to Navy in football. That was the most ridiculous loss in college football season.
I was on the midshipman. Let's go.
No, you're on Army.
Wait,
you were on Army.
We were on Army. We covered.
That's what I was about to say. I know I cashed on it.
We covered, but like,
oh, you had the money line. That's right. That's right.
That's
right. I was about to say. I was like, I know I made money on this.
Yeah, they remember fucking Horvath fumbled like 3 times in the last 5 minutes, and somehow he kept recovering it.
I didn't play the money line though. You did.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying.
Had a scoopy score, but they just would have won the game if he dove on the ball. But instead, he tried to scoop and score, and then it got deflected. Yeah. Crazy.
I do recall. Yeah, you're right. But I was all. That's the difference. Is I thought the money line. I've actually kind of predicted the outcome, like the team that wins the game. I want to say I've predicted it like 4 or 5 years in a row. But anyway, shout out to the midshipman for being one of the best stories. So out the gate, man, I was eating shit out the gate, man. Just a steaming hot pile of shit in these first 2 games. Then in a great game at the Garden, the Battle of the Patinos. Xavier had them, man. This was that like 87-82 in overtime. The Johnnies get it done. This line closed at 16.5. I got 15.5.
Who the fuck laid the points tonight? You had to be high to lay 16.5 off UConn. We didn't. By the way, we didn't hit on it enough.
How did that go up 2 points? Yeah,
like we didn't hit on it enough. The videos that resurfaced like this Monday morning, Patino was out till like 3 o'clock in the morning on Friday night.
As a 75-year-old, are you kidding me?
And he's got to play his son. I was like, damn. Like, is Xavier like the most obvious play of the year here? Like, they're gonna be live. But yeah, they were live. They choked this game away. They were the better team. They had a fucking 5-point lead with 6 minutes left. Foul line. That was the difference. They missed their free throws.
Dude, they had
chances. So many free throws.
Hated the last shot before overtime. Like, what are we doing? No movement. Just
in fairness to Patino, he didn't have a timeout. But yeah, they gotta be better than that.
No, I'm talking. Patino Jr.
But,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a timeout like the last 2 minutes, so like it was nonstop back and forth. But you got to have something better than that, even with no timeout.
Just at least have someone come set some picks or something. It was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Lucky as fuck tonight.
Shout out to Nose Beers, definitely Army Navy the past 3 years, Colby, because I told you, yeah, that's right. I'm telling you, I think that's a rivalry that I'm pretty sharp on. I would say probably one of the more sharper than any other game. But that's why I was like, wait a second, I made money on that. But I forgot Mac had the money line, so that's what he was referring to. Bieniek, any thoughts on this? This was a great call. This was one of your top 3 plays of the night.
Yeah, you guys did a pretty good job covering it. It was the spot. It was a spot bet all the way. When people tell you don't bet spots in college basketball, Exhibit A.
Yeah. Exhibit B of me. Exhibit C on me losing a shit ton of money is what is this?
Jackson State.
I think I got 8 or 7.5, and it's like Pine Bluff. First off, in the SWAC to win by 21. If you're not Valley State, which we'll talk about in a bit, that is a rare thing to do. Is just get a gigantic ass whooping. Shout out to Pine Bluff. Who is this Pine Bluff team, Mac? Are they contenders here or what?
Well, I mean, the standard
they're in second place, man.
Yeah, I mean they're not going to catch Bethune, but they have won 5 in a row here.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe Moon who was at this game. Yeah, I'm with you. Xavier should have won outright, or was at the Xavier St. John's game. Yeah, and then Pine Bluff, man, just they're kind of a fun story too, man. How about Williams? Went for 25 points, 10 boards, 6 assists. Dog. Any thoughts on this one, Bieniek?
No, just very surprised by the outcome.
Yeah. Then next up, we did cash here with a dude. Did you tell me you watched this game? I watched this whole game. Tell me you watched this shit, man.
How did they almost not cover this?
That's what I'm saying. Like they were up by like double digits majority of the game. They lose by 7. We cover. But holy shit, this I mean, at one point, I think Central Arkansas got it up to 9. And I was like, no fucking way. Central Arkansas, the magic continues. Cameron Hunter, big game for the Bears. I can't believe we almost lost this, but it came home. It came true. And Brandon's 10-11. This is in the SGPN merch store. Just sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Click on merch or the SGPN app. Mac, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean This has been a tough year for North Alabama. They lead the entire way, double digits, a lot of it, but then give it away at the end. Central Arkansas continues here with the magical season, 15-10, 10-2 in league play.
It is a magical season. I mean, I don't think they're going to make the tournament, but you never know now. They're just so hot. Bieniek, your thoughts on these Bears?
Yeah, another good game from Cameron Hunter. He had 28. And to come back in that one, not only that, but probably may have covered for some people if there was a hook or at least gotten a push. That was pretty clutch at the end. But yeah, didn't watch this one either. We had the baseball show tonight, and I had one TV that was basically on Xavier St. John's for 2 hours, and then I had a half hour of another game on. So.
Gotcha. Shout out to Chris giving us $20. How tall are you, G? I need to look 6'3" in photos, huh? How the fuck is that? You must have heard me talk about this. There's no way you can look at a photo and know that I'm 6'3". I am that. I talked about this earlier. I don't know if you guys feel comfortable giving out your height because it's a government thing. You know, next thing you know, you give out your address. You'll be getting anthrax in the mail. I know how this works.
You want my dick size too?
Yeah. I don't know. He's giving us $20 though, so I'll tell him a fucking story here. Yeah, I am. You are accurate. You are accurate. Anyone else want to miss?
Yeah, 5'10".
Yeah. Okay. You don't have to. It's just we're there. He's giving us 20 American.
5'10", 195. Let's go.
Yeah.
5'8", a lot more.
There we go. Next up, we have dude, I gotta credit you guys. This is you guys. Look,
Ricky,
this is
finally.
Dude, they won this outright.
Yeah, did you see how they won? Look,
Yeah,
the offense, dude, this was incredible. Like, and look, this is all you guys. You brought me into this. You reminded me. I was gonna pass on this. You guys brought me into this one. So credit to you guys for talking me into this shit last night. But yeah, a missed free throw, and he puts it back. Like, I mean, just the dude does not box out. That was a lazy effort, dude. That was a fucking lazy effort by Lamar. Game's all tied up with 4 seconds left. And I think Northwestern State only had one player underneath too, if memory serves me correct. I could be wrong about that, but and it's just offensive board and gets it up there and boom, win the game. Mac, your thoughts?
Yeah, happy for Cabrera down there. It's been a tough season. They lost 7 in a row here, but nice win at Lamar. Lamar is usually a tough place to win at in this league because they've been solid under Brooks.
Yeah, Bieniek, you were on this play with Mac. You guys convinced me. Any thoughts on these pesky demons? Just a hilarious outcome. Yeah.
No more than what Mac gave you, but
yeah,
pretty funny. And shout out to Cabrera getting a win, much needed.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have you guys just continue to talk because I'm glad I didn't bet this game.
Oh shit!
But hold on, let me just see if I can pull something up for you here. Let's see. What I enjoyed about this next game was this, isn't it? Okay. I caught the audio and at the end of this game. So the Pussy Pack were at Louisville. The audio is one of the announcers, I forget who, but towards the end, he said, I can't remember the last time he didn't say the Pussy Pack, but he said he was talking about the Pussy Pack.
NC State
have gotten beat this bad. It has to be. I think he says something to the fact of like decades ago, so something like that. Like, and well, that's why the internet's fantastic because I love this this post of just what in the past. You don't have to go. You don't have to go more than a decade. No, actually, I was gonna go to when Carolina beat them in 2018. 107-56.
Nice.
The pussy pack got a pussy. I told you, even though it's Will Wade, he made a mistake. He made a big mistake.
Aren't they 9-3 in league play?
He still made a big mistake because the pussy pack will always fold when it's a big moment.
Will Wade's defense this year is garbage. Like, really bad.
This was this was a 41-point win.
Yeah, they're up like 50. Michael Brown. Oh my God. I mean, that was a ridiculous display of shooting. What do you go for? 45?
Yeah, something
10
like that.
threes? Holy shit. Some of the shots he's making, I was like, yeah, well, this game's over. If he's going to shoot like this shit's over.
Yeah, I mean, everybody talking about Michael Brown in that game, and Conwell dropped 30.
Yeah.
Like, do I need to just
I turned
fade
this shit off at
Louisville?
halftime, dude.
Do I need to
I
just
was
fade
like,
Louisville the rest of the year? That way they do this and I can cash my Final Four ticket? Or...
Yeah, there you go.
It was not ranked. Maybe that was why they rolled.
Unbelievable ass whooping there. Next up we had iDub and Sela. We actually picked this correctly, but didn't bet this. Sela was a triple pick, not a triple lock. 12-point win there in Hammond against iDub. Didn't watch any of this, so yeah. Mac, any thoughts?
A good win for Kiefer and Sela. They've been struggling, so a nice second half blow it open type game.
And then this next one is absolute. This is the filthiest beat of the night. Doc Bradley, of course, no injury report, but he did not play. We took Texas Southern, and I took Texas Southern also on the money line.
This is ridiculous.
So I'm getting 7.5. Actually, I think I got 8. I had 8 and the money line. The game goes to overtime. They lose by 10 in overtime.
Fucking bastard. Fucking
terrible beat. One of the worst beats of the calendar year. Oh my gosh. This is a brutal way to end this game. Your money line goes from almost fucking hitting. Right? We had that chance.
And they led for a lot of it.
Yes. I mean, this was filthy. This was a filthy. But shout out to Bethune. No Doc Bradley. The question is how do we have?
Do we have an injury report? No.
I will continue to fade Bethune. What's that?
You got to reverse what you were saying about 10 seconds. You froze.
Did I freeze?
Yeah.
I just want to know how long he's out for because I'm going to fade Bethune every time because they're not the same team without Doc Bradley, man. I don't know that they can win the SWAC without Doc Bradley. So this is a brutal fucking beat though. Yeah, Nose Beers got 8.5. I think I had 8, but unbelievable. Mac, your thoughts on this one? Filth, absolute filth.
We haven't had as much of that this year. Knock on wood. Losing a dog in overtime, so this was painful. Texas Southern, fucking that, unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, this was just the whole chat's feeling the effects of this one.
Yeah.
Then we, or at least I bounced right back with the Rattlers coming home. Charlie Ward got it. They win by 4. Actually, it was laying 2.5 on my wager, but it's 3.5 on the slide last night. Anyone else bet Florida A&M?
Yeah, I did. Well, they blew a big lead. They were up by like 20 early, and they had to hold on for dear life. But we'll take it.
Yeah. Charlie Ward needed that one. I mean, they had been sputtering. They had been sputtering the past 4 or 5 games. Bieniek, any thoughts there in Tallahassee?
No thoughts. Didn't watch or really monitor this one at all. Florida A&M had 7 guys in double digits though, scoring wise.
Yeah, that's nice. Then I mean, I got drilled on this one. What the hell's going on at the Bird Bath? Like, they've been a strange team. Like, okay, you can convince me that Southern Illinois is better than them, but to win by like 15,
yeah, agreed.
They're such a strange fucking team this year. I like this play. I ate shit here. I flew solo, I believe, too. So sorry about this. In the bird bath, it was a shit. You know, sometimes birds shit where they come down on the bird bath. There's just shit everywhere. White bird shit, and then it fucks up the waters. You know, that's what happened tonight. Fucked up the waters. Bird bath was full of shit.
Yeah.
Bad play. And then, dude, this next game is ridiculous. I watched this entire game. Tell me you watch this game.
He'll come back.
Dude. They had no business. Did you see the 3 to send it to overtime?
Yeah,
it's like a fake. It's like the forward, the 4 grabs the rebound, runs out to the 3-point line, fading away, buries a fucking 3 to send the game into overtime. Howard was the better team tonight. I'm sorry. You motherfuckers let them off the hook at the Bird Gymnasium. This place was kind of lit tonight too, man. Shout out to the Howard fans that had this thing. This was a decent crowd tonight there in DC. They should have won this game. I mean, this is a filthy loss.
They should have won this game. This
is an absolute filthy loss. Did you catch this? Because I mean, this is one where I know Blakeney's got to be vomiting. He's got to be just like, what the fuck?
Regulation. That was unbelievable.
Yeah. Just they had this game. I mean, the inbounding situation there. Man,
crazy.
Bieniek.
I didn't even see the shot. So yeah, it sounds like a wild scene. So you said it was a forward. I assume that was Nick Townsend then, and if so, that's their best player. But
I had no audio. I had no audio on the game, so I can't be certain. But
white guy?
No.
Oh
no,
it's not
black
Townsend.
guy. Yeah.
They dominated on the glass though. Looking at the box score, 43-28. But yeah, tough blow for Howard if they had the lead late.
Dude, they had like a 6-point lead with like probably minute and a half left or something.
Close.
Like, yeah,
close.
Man, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Then we had this fun Davidson with a 61-point win against Mid Atlantic Christian. Bieniek, wanted to ask your thoughts on this one because I knew this is what that game you had on.
Did you call this one fun?
In-state battle. I'm assuming Mid Atlantic Christian's in North Carolina. I might be full of shit. Yeah, rivalry game.
It's in the Mid Atlantic. I don't know.
It's on an oil rig. Yeah. Fun times, folks. What to tell you? The college basketball experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Download the SGPN app for all your free picks and podcasts in one app. Also, articles. Cannabis Capper is always writing some good shit over there. You're gonna get access to all that for free. We're not trying to get money from you. SGPN. Type it in the App Store, Google Play Store. Download that thing and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Kalshi. Yes, Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports and besides sports. They got a ton of other markets, including politics, entertainment, hell, even the weather. It's Kalshi. You can trade anything. New Kalshi customers get $20 when you use the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, KALSHI, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rebet. Rebet is the #1 social sportsbook and casino that's out there, available in 35 plus different states, including the great state of Texas, including the great state of California. All right, get in on the action with Rebet. Plus, get a 100% purchase match up to $100 there with the promo code SGPN. That's Rebet, promo code SGPN. All right. Next up. Dude, how about this game? Didn't bet this game.
How about them and Stephen F?
Yeah.
Woo. Oops.
McNeese escapes by 4 points against the shittiest road team in the conference.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. Totally asleep at the wheel. Yeah, totally asleep at the wheel. As very fortunate, 18.5 points. I think this closed at 20. I think this closed at like 20 or 20 and a half. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is unbelievable here. Should we be worried about these Cowboys, Mac?
It depends what your expectation is. To beat Northwestern or to beat Stephen F? Yeah, they're not playing well. They're not playing well.
Yeah.
They haven't for a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I've been calling that out. Kind of throughout conference play. They're really good, and they should be because they spent the most money on the roster in the entire conference, but they just weren't a chainsaw through butter like they were under Will Wade. So you could kind of see some vulnerability in some conference games. I mean, this is their third close call. They've already had 3 outright losses, and this Houston Christian team has given them a run for their money in both games.
Yeah. It's been quite the story there. Like I mean, I didn't bet the game, but I definitely laid the points. I just thought there's no way. I thought they'd win by 20, 25, something like that. Next
I
up,
will say this too, though. I kind of believe that they could be more comfortable or battle tested in the close games come tournament time. Whereas that McNeese tenure with Will Wade, I mean, they had 2 total close games in an entire 3-month span. So there's kind of a pro and a con to it, I think. Mac, do you kind of believe in that or no?
I going into the year, I thought that they were overvalued going on their brand name. So
Yeah.
I don't think they're as good. I was getting into it with the McNeese fans the other day. They're like, "Oh, you got to come to Lake Charles." I go, "I get it, but they're not as good as they were." They're like Will Wade spoiled them. So yeah, I think Stephen F is a better basketball team right now. Sure.
Yeah, I would agree. Jerry Davis, as a member of your clientele, I'm only disappointed that I let you talk me into flipping off of Arkansas Pine Bluff and Indiana. Fair enough. Dial 1-800-PICK Dundee, and we'll get. It's just like when you score 100 points in like a Mavericks game. We're gonna give you $1 off Taco Bell later tonight. You gotta show us the receipt.
Was it Sacramento Kings? You make a free throw, you get season tickets. Did you see that?
I did not. But that doesn't surprise me, dude. What's this headline I read that the NBA is going to be adding 2 franchises? They need to delete teams. Yeah. What am I missing here? Yeah. I wrote an article for SGPN like 5 or 6 years ago about how the NBA should downsize 10 teams. Like they should get rid of 10 markets because the league's watered down. And because the luxury tax and the poor teams will never be good for the most part, right? Yeah. They're gonna add 2 teams. Like the NBA product couldn't be any worse than it is right now, right? In my life,
where are they gonna put?
I heard Vegas and Seattle, but I mean, that's insane to me. That's insane to me. It's so fucking watered down. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's like. It's rumored. It's rumored, yeah.
Not even on my algorithm unless it's like something stupid that happened.
Yeah, I think it was an NFL guy that did it. Like I don't even and the only reason that's because of the Super Bowl, I think, or maybe I was arguing about how shitty SoFi Stadium was. But anyway, yeah. Shout out to McNeese, I guess, for winning. But the Mexicans picked this game correctly, just didn't bet it. Uh-oh. Happened to Macintosh here. We're doing music. Are we doing musical chairs?
Fucking internet.
Whatever's going on with, I think it's a restream, dude. Because I never got kicked out of the studio.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I like it. This is like musical chairs. You may get his picks. You may get mine.
I need to refresh because I can't hear this guy.
I think the Mexicans fucking hacked me because they kicked the Nazis' ass here.
You bet the Nazis. I picked the Mexicans. You got foolish. These Nazis. See, Viva the Revolution, by the way.
Nazis not very good right now.
Yeah. These Mexicans are red fucking hot. How many wins is this?
Ooh,
look, this
8.
This is hotter than a shitter in goddamn fucking Tijuana. I don't know. This team is hot, buddy. This team is hot.
Yeah. Bugs Bunny halftime must have fucking motivated them last. I mean, they came out hot and fucking kicked Nichols' ass.
Jalen Washington, 26 points, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 board. Dog. They had a 25-point halftime lead in this game. Shout out to Jim Connor. Said he was born in 1959 and listens all the time. What's wrong with me?
Let's go.
No, nothing's wrong with you, man. Nothing's wrong with you, Jim. We appreciate. This is a show for all ages.
Something's wrong with me because I can't figure out in my head like how old. It's 28 in my mind.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, exactly. We all think you're 28, but yeah. Look, we like to tell the youth that they're fucking idiots, but we still like them. If that makes sense. We'll buy them a drink. The problem is we're mad that they don't drink it.
Hi,
right?
I am youth.
Yeah,
We're trying to help the youth. That's what we're trying to do.
I'm saying they think they got it all figured out, right? They got it all figured out. They're sitting there having a good old time playing their fucking video games by themselves. They don't even play in the same room as people. I mean, come on, that's half the battle. Is like one time I threw a chair at NC Nick because he beat me in college football or Coach K or whatever the fuck it was for Sega Genesis. I picked up a chair and threw it at him, Bobby Knight style. Missed him. It stuck a hole in the wall. My dad got super fucking pissed. Might have took a little bit of a beating for that one, but my point is that you don't even play video games in the same room. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You got to be able to talk shit. All right, can't talk shit through the fucking through the internet. No, come on. It's better. You gotta. It's like when I went to
don't talk shit through the stream here.
Well, that's because it's still not as good. If you told me like we could do this show like in studio, studio is better. That's one of the regrets of me moving out of Los Angeles, right? Studio is better. But come on, video games. Don't have this young guy's take on this shit, dude. Video games, sitting there in your fucking basement by yourself. What does Rich Rod say?
Yeah,
It sounds like a Rich Rod quote.
You ban TikTok. You ain't doing TikTok because you're paid to play football, not dance.
Well, Matt Rule banned TikTok too, and then he appeared on a TikTok dance. So
all these fucking people just want to go on the TikTok and Tinder and all that fucking bullshit.
I didn't grow up with a brother, so I didn't play video games in the house. I was always through the headset with other people.
That's what I'm talking about, man. We figured out a lot of things. All right. Figured out a lot of things. That thunder snow. All right. Your little take on this shit. I mean, come on, buddy. You got to play. What about a sister? You didn't play with the sister? I mean, come on.
She didn't play. No.
You didn't play Mario Kart?
Well, that, but never got into throwing a chair.
Yeah.
Mario Kart is designed to make it close. So.
Okay. I mean, but still, even when I went to that Tecmo tournament just recently, like in the past 5 years, and made that kid completely fucking upset and threw the controller.
Yeah.
That is part of the allure of playing the fucking video game. I would have never done that tournament if they're like, yeah, you're going to play online. You're like, okay, I'm out. You want to go there. You want to talk shit. You want to have fun. Yeah.
The allure of playing online is that way you could be as good as you want. Like if you wanted to play, I don't know, compete against really good people, you could. Or I don't know.
It's just not the same. It's not the same.
I wasn't much of a video game guy growing up anyway.
There's something about me calling the same running play 20 times in front of a person's face where he's so frustrated. And it's just fucking hilarious. He's like, no, you won't do it. You won't do it again. You won't do it again. Oh yeah, I will. Anyway, what any other? That's our analysis on the Mexicans and the Nazis. Is kids play video games with strangers. All right. Next up. Oh boy.
Dude,
well, we didn't bet this, but
gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein.
Chow mein only loses by 4. Texas A&M Commerce. Unbelievable. They were only down 2 at halftime. Look at the Tar Heel faithfuls coming in. There you go. Storm. I appreciate that. And storm often. All right. Mac, your thoughts on the Chinese food restaurant almost knocking off Stephen F. Austin?
Like McNeese, kind of stunning tonight in the Southland, but a little bit of a sleepy spot here. They have a 2-game lead, so Stephen F. gets it done, but Commerce with a nice cover.
Yeah. Bieniek, any thoughts on
gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein?
No, nothing more, nothing less. But yeah, they competed today pretty well.
There we go. Next up, we have this game, which Jerry Davis. Was this Jerry Davis? Who was in here telling us that A&M was the place? Someone was last night, and they were in there tonight. And yeah, what the fuck is this?
Or goes into his old stomping grounds, gets a win.
Contavious Dozier, I think it is. With a big game for the Bulldogs. Scrambling. What the fuck's wrong with you? 4 for 24 for 3. What the fuck is that?
I know.
Yeah, vintage football. I'm sorry. I apologize. Love your handle, by the way. And yeah, I told you we're already fast friends. All right. Great.
Was this place filled?
I did not watch this game.
Didn't see this. No.
Yeah, I didn't watch a whole lot of basketball today either. I did actually see an online post. This is hilarious. I did see a post online saying Chicago State and St. Francis had a paid attendance of 27 people. Checks out.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Tell me that's accurate. Can you find that post? I'd like to put that on the screen.
It was on ESPN, like the website.
What happened to Mac? We lost McIntosh?
Yeah, he's gone.
What the hell's happening here? The return of Thunder Snell. Yeah, that's fantastic right there. How do I watch SWAC games? Well, I have the SWAC app. It's just I got to put it on. It is a little inconvenient, if I'm being honest.
Yes, here it is. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Right here. Attendance 27.
Let me tell you something.
Dude, they're in Chicago. How do you only get 27?
I've done stand up. I've done stand up at 10 a.m. in a donut shop that had more than 27 fucking people. All right. I mean, that isn't fucking embarrassing, dude. I did stand up in a fucking Yum Yum Donuts on La Cienega in LA back in 2007 or some shit. In front of probably 35, 40 people at 10 fucking a.m. And if you tell me we can outdraw Chicago State basketball, you might have a problem. You might have a problem moving forward.
Maybe.
Unfucking believable.
Gosh, is that a sellout there?
Vintage football SWAC app is you got to pay for it, dude. We have a corporate card, so I was able to do that, but I think it's like $10 or $20. I forget. Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable.
So funny.
Next up we have this game, which me and Mac both ate shit on. What's crazy, man? Shout out to Valpo, by the way. They are very improved and kind of a fun team. But Jalen Quinn of Drake went for 33 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals tonight. But what kills me here is I feel like Drake was the team with the lead majority of this game. Just down the stretch, Valpo made the plays that they had to do. Kind of a back and forth game, so I don't want to talk shit like Drake was up 20 or something. But, yeah, I thought we had this. I thought Drake was gonna win the game, which meant I thought free throws would get us over 2.5. But yeah. Anyway, your thoughts? Who'd you take in this game?
I had Drake too. Yeah, so I ended up losing this pick. I didn't bet it, but Valpo very much improved this year. That is for sure.
Then next up, man, I almost wish Mac was here for this because he won a great lock battle in Wilmington and Charleston against me and you. This place was lit tonight too. Shout out to Charleston. Check out our Instagram at TCE on SGPN because we were posting about how lit it was. Even in the loss, it was a great crowd. And I mean, I'm at a loss for words for it. It's not that Wilmington won the game; it's how they won, and then it's also how can they be this dominant in this rivalry through multiple coaches? Like I don't get it. They just whoop Charleston's ass every time, and that's like it'd be one thing if I knew the stadium was empty, but they just go into a lit ass environment and stick it to them every fucking year.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I do not get it. Your thoughts on this one, Bieniek?
Yeah, I mean, it was a spot off a loss, so I have a feeling that the Sitta was able to get his boys up for this one and ready to go. But their defense was suffocating. Nothing was easy for Charleston as they did not shoot the ball well from anywhere. So shout out to Wilmington as it was like an all hands on deck game. They played really well across the board.
Patrick Wessler, big game there. They're forward there. 15 points, 10 boards, 4 assists. I'm just shocked in the manner, like the chat's saying right now. This was a legit ass whooping. Me and you were doing the baseball show, and I was like, Bieniek, you're not going to believe the score right now. They're up 20 at the Coliseum there. I just don't get it. I don't get how you can get dominated that bad by one team with multiple coaches. This is like 3 coaches long here. This is they just can't beat Wilmington. All right.
I got nothing.
Yeah. Cloud's giving you a hard time saying cocktail napkin at NC State +1. Burn that fucking napkin.
Yeah. I mean, it's not
it happens.
Hey, we went 5-3 today with 2 money lines, you know.
It happens. It happens, bro. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. As Underdog has you covered for pick 'em for almost every single sport there is. Get in on Underdog and win up to 5,000 times the amount of money you enter.
Underdog's got baseball. It'll be there Friday.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play $5, get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has been on an absolute heater for college basketball and the NBA lately. Super easy to sign up, run predictions off the house model, or make your own and mess around with those sliders. Looking to go premium? Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Use that promo code SGPN25. All right, dude. I just want to hit on this, Bieniek, before we get out of this game here with Wilmington and Charleston. Wilmington's now in first place. Charleston's half game back. Hofstra is back in the mix. Hofstra was like in 8th place 2 days ago.
Start.
Yeah. They've won 3 straight. They're in 3rd place. They're tied with Stony Brook and Drexel, but I believe they had the tiebreaker on them. And then Monmouth, like this thing, all of a sudden you look, man, and
Stony Brook and
William and Mary's in 9th place all of a sudden. What the fuck? Towson's in 10th. What the hell's happened in this count? Elon's in 11th. I think Elon's pretty good.
It's flipped on its head.
Unbelievable here. But do you feel confident that Wilmington will grab the 1 seed in this conference?
Yeah. Both of their losses are to the same team, and they play like a unique, up and down, up tempo, 3-and-D style that I think might be a good matchup against Wilmington. Somebody else pointed it out, like Howard and Kent State both play the same way. Up and down style, shoots a good bit of threes. Howard not so much, but Kent State 1,000%. I can see it. So it's like the clash of styles matchup thing where UNC Wilmington on the road has been vulnerable for sure.
Yeah, Wilmington, can they stay in the 1 seed and win the Colonial? Doesn't make a lot of sense.
See if any of the teams coming up fit.
Hofstra's, dude, Hofstra's like, I think, the strangest team in the conference. Like, they are capable of beating anybody but losing to anybody. And that's the knock against them. But man, I was just shocked by it. I kind of thought Charleston was going to win this and then be able to kind of be the clear-cut one heading into late February.
Yeah, that's the thing. Charleston actually kind of fit that profile of a Kent State or a William and Mary that could screw with UNC Wilmington. The other team coming up is Wilmington at Campbell. The first game, Campbell at Wilmington, they only won by 3, and they had to come back in that one. Campbell's very much an up-tempo 3-and-D, kind of like a, John Andrzejczyk comes from
Campbell's
Florida.
a really good team. They just don't have a much of a deep rotation. Like when I went and caught them live, I thought, man, I actually thought like, and I almost think like they're like 5 or 6 man like their top 5 or 6 players are probably better than most in the league.
That checks out.
It's just right after that, it's like, ugh. So they can't get in foul trouble, and yeah, that you're right. What do you
I
laughing
love this
at?
from Nose Beers.
If Thunder Snow code for cocaine. Yes. I like he's wearing a college experience shirt in his default photo there. Appreciate you, Nose Beers. Yeah, so we ate shit there, and then I don't know how the fuck we won this game. This was a triple lock, dude. This game was great. I was able to catch it late after we had done the baseball show, but I had it on while we were doing the baseball show. We were getting drilled. But New Orleans and the No Limit Soldiers come battling back, and a triple lock on the Privateers cashes. Shout out to MJ in the chat. He goes, you won $1,100 tonight. Just want to say thanks for the show and giving me more confidence than I could hope for on Kansas. Special thanks for Mac for answering my DM about the line movement prior to the tip. There you go. Just the tip, baby. Just the tip. Bieniek, this game was hilarious because when we started the show, I want to say we were down double digits.
Ooh.
And then as we were doing a 2-hour baseball show, I was like, okay, we got it within 6. And then we get off the show, and then I was like, okay, we can take this thing to overtime. We get it to overtime, and we win this fucking thing. The No Limit Soldiers are my fucking team, dude. I've won a lot of money on them this year, man. I'm telling you, they're one of like my top 10 teams. Thoughts on this one? I know you didn't watch the game because we were doing the show, but I mean, it's still like a gut check fucking game on like to be down double digits and battle all the way back. Now they did shoot 56 free throws.
Yeah, this looked like a absolute bore fest combined for 90 free throws between the two teams. And yeah, just an absolute rock fight shooting wise. But you're able to pull it out.
KDT, this was not an awful pick. We hit.
Well, maybe he's saying like we got lucky as fuck, like luck box this.
I mean, sure, we were down double digits, but maybe he didn't watch the whole game. How about that? Maybe he didn't realize that we battled all the way back.
Or maybe he watched the whole game, and if he did, I feel for him because, dude, what? That's hilarious. 7 guys fouled out.
It might have been a rigged game. I wasn't that close to it because we were doing the baseball show.
Yo.
So, shout out to Red Wine. He's paying us in euros a lot in those beers. He's the fucking man. He's over there in Cyprus, I believe, if memory serves me correct. Shout out to Red Wine. I've got to stop betting Oregon. Me too, buddy. Yeah, although the one time I don't bet them, they almost beat Purdue outright. Their defense is pathetic. Great call.
I have not played Oregon a lot. I got sucked in today.
He said, great call on New Orleans and on the youth. There we go, Red Wine.
Dude, 5 guys got fouled out for Corpus Christi.
That's ridiculous. That's honestly, this game needs to be submitted to the FBI. Like I said, I didn't get
these refs just need to be submitted. Like,
yes,
even if they weren't in.
Have you ever heard of that? I don't know that I've ever heard of that.
Even if they weren't in on the take. Dude, Corpus Christi was called for 41 personal fouls.
That's right, baby. We're sharp. We know what a rigging's gonna happen.
Yo,
that needs to be investigated. That needs to be investigated. I don't think I've ever heard of 5 starters fouling out, like in any game. I don't think I've ever heard of that ever in my life. How about Clark? Can you remember any scenario? Because I know Clark knows ball. We've met before, and like he knows fucking basketball. Can you think of any fucking time you remember seeing a game with all 5 starters? Maybe if it went to like 6 overtimes or something, right? But I can't even think of it in my head of having all 5 starters foul out. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Appreciate the 25 euros, Red Wine, by the way, bro. And shout out to the Privateers for hitting for us. They were part of my like late rally on the night, and another part of my late rally was Alcorn State -6. I told you to come with me, guys. You and Matt didn't. Valley is trash. Valley is trash. Easy money as they win by 8. Let's go. I mean,
yeah, this one actually got unnecessarily tight.
They had when we were doing the baseball show, I did a score check. Now we were up like 15 at the time or 14, something like that. And I was like, okay, we're good.
On
we're home.
KenPom, it gives you what their largest lead was and when. 18 points with 9.5 to go in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, it's just free money. Fading Mississippi Valley State has been just in conference play has been a gem, and 219 people in attendance. So Chicago State,
There you go.
you got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of work to do. But yeah, nailed that one there. And then this game, I shout out to Vintage Football Guy. He said that, and I think he's right. This is right there with the best game of the night.
This was on my TV for the back half of that baseball show.
In overtime, Bradley 95, Belmont 84. In my opinion, this arena, much like the Fog, a big reason for this win, but there were some pivotal points. Huge dunk at one point by Bradley that got the crowd behind them. Big three, obviously, to send it to overtime.
Yeah.
But this is why, like that jackass, whatever his name was in the chat yesterday, was like the hottest team in the Valley. Why would you take them? It's like you don't know. You don't know fucking Carver Arena. They have the best win percentage in this fucking arena of all the Valley.
Think about it. He's not here.
Oh,
Which Mac
that's fitting.
called that. Yeah.
Clark called that, I think. Yeah.
Clark too. Clark was giving it to him
Yeah.
too.
So this was a triple lock, folks. This is knowing the arena. This is the hardest. I'm telling you, I want to say they pulled some shit out like last year or the year before, like a stat in the Valley. Like it wasn't Bradley's own Twitter. It was like the Valley's Twitter account did this on like best win percentage in the Missouri Valley over the past decade. And I believe they then quoted the NCAA, like their home win percentage in all of college basketball. I think it's like a top 15 win percentage in college basketball over the past decade, or was as of that tweet.
Yeah,
right?
I believe it. This year there's been a little bit more cracks that are uncharacteristic, but yeah, still one of the best ones in the country. And yeah, I mean, when Bradley, like Bradley basketball makes 17 threes and they shoot 47% from three, they're winning the game at home.
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident saying that, because that's been the one Achilles heel of Bradley in the last decade is like shot making. And they've had a couple of groups recently that have, shown up and can hit some. Like this year, Jaquan Johnson, he's a sophomore. He's had some really up games. He's had some, mediocre, like pedestrian games. But today, I mean, drilled 6 threes and 31 points. And then there's no way I can drill the other guy's last name, but Bregsty also hit 6 threes. So
I love all the names. How about Belmont's Sharnowski?
How about number 10 on Bradley?
I don't have the numbers, but they'll be
Timothy Vandernap.
Okay. They got, because they have a few guys. They have the Zabrist, is it? Zabrist? They have a few guys on that roster that I have no idea how to pronounce their fucking names. But I drink whiskey and I say it with confidence, and that's the trick.
I like
that's
this
the trick.
name.
Yeah,
Montana Wheeler. That one's a good one.
That is a good one. We can get more of that.
Yeah.
I one of my favorite basketball players of all time is Steve Smith. We can get more Steve Smiths. I would appreciate that.
Montana Wheeler from Houston, Texas.
Let's go. That was a triple lock on Bradley. Then
11
Evansville
point beatdown in overtime too. By the way, we didn't mention that, but that doesn't come around a lot.
And by the way, hold on. Let's go back to that game before we talk about this, because that was a critical loss in the Valley.
Opens it up again.
Yes, Murray. Now Belmont still has a 2-game lead, I believe, but Bradley now has. Is that the first time they played Bradley or the second?
Yeah, first, I believe.
They don't play it a second time, dude.
No.
The reason why that's important. No, they lost at Belmont back on
split.
January 1st. Okay.
Yep.
So Murray State 2 games back, Bradley 2 games back. Our Flames of UIC 3.5 games back. Illinois State 3.5 games back. Northern Iowa 3.5 games back. We're gonna have to talk about Northern Iowa in a second, but yeah, shout out to Bradley. Then cashed on Evansville. I gotta give Matt credit here. He kind of sold me on this, and then when the line went up to 10.5, jumped in on this. I didn't think they'd win outright. 88-80. These Purple Aces. This is a bad loss for Illinois State. Your
bad.
thoughts? Yeah, your thoughts on this one?
Don't have a whole lot of thoughts, but yeah, Illinois State was in that running of nipping at the heels of Belmont, and this loss may end up doing them in. But they can play spoiler, the preseason favorite, now kind of on the outside looking in. They have Belmont, the final game of the year.
Yeah. I mean, I just wish I would have played the money line, but I didn't even think the money line was live. Casey for Evansville went for 28 points, 8 boards, 3 assists. Dog. Yeah, Brandon, I was with you, bro. Get the SGPN app too, because I added a late lock this morning, which we'll talk about. Save my ass some. Central picked this correctly, just didn't bet it. They won by 9 against these Hornets at Delaware State. I was nervous to lay 7.5. And frankly, it came down to that number. It was pretty fucking close to that number. But shout out to Lavelle Moten and Central for not dropping this game. Bieniek, any thoughts here?
No thoughts from me. I didn't monitor this one at all, but yeah, Delaware State's been a little rough lately.
Yeah. This one, look, at halftime, I was thinking, okay, we can do this.
Yeah, it was like a 2-point game, wasn't it?
Well, I think it got to like 4 or 6 at halftime, but it was like like the 1 minute mark right before the half was a 2-point game. So I thought we were still live, and then can we talk about Lamar Wilkerson?
Yeah.
Did you see the stat line?
Yeah, that's like, dude, we talk about it we do more in depth in the preseason. It's still not very in depth, but we always like these mid-major guys or low high major guys that play at a slow tempo when they try to grind the game down, but they shoot at a great percentage. And Wilkerson was definitely one of those guys at Sam Houston. And now that DeBreeze has just put him in this system of just grab and shoot, this guy's just been drilling threes left and right all year, shooting 38%. Last year, he shot 43.5% at Sam Houston.
Yeah. So if you're wondering, folks, he went for 41 points, 5 boards, 3 assists in 40 minutes. Pretty goddamn impressive. KDT said, I don't know why we are so bad picking the Big Ten. I feel like Bieniek's better than me at the Big Ten.
Yeah, I got sucked into this one too, though. And I went against the principle of hey, West Coast team on the second leg after they won one, or they competed against Purdue. They didn't necessarily win, but that was their one game, and typically we've seen the blowout or non-cover in the other game, in the 2-game road trip or whatever. So yeah, that's my fault.
We should talk about this. Nose Beer says, is Oregon the biggest bust of the country? Because let's talk about this. In contention is what? Marquette?
Marquette's they've showed more life than Oregon this year.
But just like preseason wise, coming in, you're thinking, hey, they could do something. I'm trying to think who else is even in that range. I wasn't super bullish on Oregon this year, but I just thought Altman.
Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor's a good one. Baylor's a really good one.
Hail State.
Yeah.
There's one every conference.
Yeah.
And then Wake Forest or Notre Dame.
At least Notre Dame has injuries, so I'll say Wake.
Big East has Marquette. Mountain West actually doesn't look like they have one this year. A-10's got Loyola Chicago.
That one's gotta be the most. That one's got. But this is close.
So
this is
bad.
close.
WCC looks like they're good. Southern Illinois had life this year too. I wouldn't say they're anemic and lifeless, but this conference slate's been really rough for them. UTSA in the American, I don't think they had very high expectations.
They did not.
though.
I think they were actually projected to be in the basement. So.
Abilene Christian at 2-8 in league.
Okay, that one maybe.
Yeah. Big West looks like it's good.
Dude, I took the money line here. Did you take the money line? I took the money line here too.
Oregon, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't take the money line here. New Mexico State in the Conference USA has not been good this year.
Yeah.
CAA Northeastern. Ugh.
Yeah, they have injuries too, though. Their top
Yeah.
scorers out for the year. Yeah.
I think Loyola Chicago is probably the best answer.
Yeah.
And then Oregon.
Yeah. I think those two are the top two. The girl is mine. I did not. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, so I don't know. I was asleep at that point. Old Dominion is a great answer.
Yeah,
Old
I picked them to
Dominion
win
is
the
a great
fucking
answer.
league.
Well, how many games out? They're still alive, I feel like. With
they're
that
done.
conference, right?
They're done. No, it's so done.
John Phillips. Yes, he really does drive a LeBaron. Next up,
Oral Roberts.
I wasn't
10
high on
in
them.
league and 5-20 in the conference.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't have them winless, but I was not high on them.
Chattanooga's 4-8. They're
that's
below
fair.
the Citadel.
That's fair. Chattanooga's fair.
There's like about one in each conference. Some are good, some have two, but yeah. North Alabama and the A-Sun. Like that's one.
That's fair too. That's
like
fair
Mac's
too.
not here, but that is one.
Let's get to the next one because Bieniek, not only did people talk shit to us, and look, I'm not talking about David Mottola here.
Yeah, he's good.
I
mean, he's danced on us a couple of times. Like
he's
that's what
a
I'm saying.
Wildcat fan, dude.
We've picked against Arizona and have lost our ass. You know, it's
True. But I'm saying like he's a hardcore Wildcat fan, right? So like, of course, he doesn't. I'm talking about that jackass from last night. I'm talking about like the 4 or 5 people on Twitter or in the comment section giving a shit for this play. And we thought Peterson was going to play. We thought Darren Peterson was going to play.
I said even if he doesn't play, I like it. Like,
Yeah,
they played good without him.
But I'm just saying, like, I thought he would play because it's Arizona. If you look at like a lot of the bigger games, he's played the bigger games, right?
Yeah.
So arguably the first or second pick of the draft does not play. But I also shout out to my guy TJ Reeves. I know you know TJ, play-by-play guy. He covers college basketball, covers college football. He's texting me. I'm on like a group text with a bunch of guys. Shout out to Deshaun Tate from Tate's Take, who does college hoops as well, play-by-play stuff for Georgia Tech. And we're all on a text chain. We just talk college basketball and college football. And he alerted me even like 5 hours before the game. He's like, Bill Self is 38-0 on ESPN Big Monday. And now 39-0. That was something I was not. But we could have used that nugget last night when these fuckers were arguing us. Arizona's going to take them down. Kansas didn't even have.
Are you serious? What the hell's going on with this shit, man? Colby got bounced.
I'm still here. I don't know what the fuck happened.
That's what I'm saying. It's just bouncing us.
Yeah. Yeah. Triple lock here as we nail this thing. And really, I even when they were down early, I didn't worry. I knew the building would bring it back. And Bill Self said it in the post game. He said this building won the game tonight. From the second we arrived. So triple lock on them Jayhawks. Took it on the money line. Yeah, I mean, look, I know we were like specifically the first half, and a lot of the beginning of the second half, we were doing the baseball show, so it's like I had it on right here, but I didn't get to really watch with the audio on until the final, like I don't know, 15, 20 minutes of the game.
Yeah, we finished up when we were able to catch like the second half of the second half.
But it should be noted that what's it called? Council, who we put on the photo yesterday,
Yeah.
was one of the bigger players in the game. He went for 23, even though he went 6 of 25.
Yeah.
So he still lit up the stat sheet with 23.6 boards and 6 assists.
10 points from the line.
Yeah.
No, Flory was the player of the game.
Yes.
Yes. Badunga. I heard today they're
23 points,
Badunga.
10 boards, 3 blocks.
Yeah, the kid's an animal.
Yeah.
But like I'm not taking anything away from Arizona. It just that place is a tough place to play, and it's on the road. Like it's tough to win on the road in college basketball. Yeah,
the place was bananas, dude.
They had a lead, a double-digit lead at one point in this game.
Yeah.
So it's I mean they played fine. If I was voting, which I know there's like 200 voters in there, and whatever for the AP poll, it'll just combine everybody's votes. I don't know how it's going to end up shaking out, but I wouldn't move Arizona off the one line, just because of a road loss at the Fog. I mean, no, it's one of the tougher places to play.
I wouldn't either. No, it might be the toughest. I think if I had to vote, it'd probably be the toughest. Either that or Cameron Indoor, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But Kansas kind of met them at the glass, which is where Arizona's kind of dominated everybody. They were up to the challenge on that end, and Flory had the huge block at the end in the final possession to really kind of put it on ice. And at this point, Kansas, this group is just prepared to play with or without DP, So
yeah. It's just that building is incredible. 39-0 is Bill Self now on Big Monday. So
yeah, shout out to Krivas too. He had 6 blocks. Ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm with you too. I wouldn't move Arizona off the one line.
No.
There's no shame here. This was a tight game. Could have easily gone your way.
Yeah. I did think that uncharacteristically, like people look at the box score and Arizona only took like 15 threes. I think that's actually a lot for them.
For them, it is. They don't shoot that many threes this year. I think they're probably basing it off of years past. Yeah. Shout out to this moneyline play, and then shout out to this right here, Alabama State. I woke up this morning, saw it was 8.5 points. I'm sure you went to. I'm sure if you did not listen to the show, you went to the picks page, or even if you listen to it, because sometimes we add shit. I jumped in on Alabama State plus 8.5, and they probably should have won the game. Not probably. Southern made a 3 pretty much at the buzzer with like 2 seconds left.
Yeah.
A deep ass 3. That 3 was like 4 or 5 steps behind the line. So yeah, shout out to Alabama State, and shout out to Tanik in the chat. Says did exactly what you said, Colby. Took Kansas money line when they were down 6-0 at the first time out. That's what I'm saying. You can always get great value doing that. I didn't have the luxury of doing that because we were doing the baseball show, but a lot of times if I'm sitting there on a Saturday and they go down early at the Fog, same for Cameron Indoor. Like pay attention to any of those ones because that crowd's going to bring them back no matter what. But shout out to Alabama State for covering the 8.5. I feel bad if you're a Hornet fan because you probably should have won the game, but no one was at this game, unfortunately, Bieniek. But any thoughts on this one?
No, no big thoughts here. I did want to answer. It was a question in the chat. I don't know where it went, but Kansas is 3-1 on a neutral floor without Peterson. They lost to Duke. That was in Vegas. I think.
No, I was at the Garden, I think. Right?
Garden. So yeah, that's a Duke crowd. So maybe not even neutral, but they went 3-0 in Las Vegas without Peterson. Notre Dame, Syracuse, Tennessee. Notre Dame and Syracuse are okay.
Yeah, I was about to
Tennessee
say,
is good, but I mean, so I wouldn't say without Darren Peterson, you fade him on a neutral floor like in the NCAA tournament. I don't think that really even matters.
And then this is what I think we should talk about here. And shout out to the great Rob Donaldson, friend of the program. Check out his YouTube page. Rob covers college basketball the same as us. Good friend of ours. And you guys took Murray State. I don't think you locked it, but Mac might have. I took Northern Iowa. I did not foresee a 30-point win at Murray, but as Rob alerted me. So Rob was really high. He lives in the state of Iowa.
Yeah, he's a UNI fan.
So he just keeps his. I think he's a Hawkeye fan, but I think like he's anything around this area. I feel like he pays more attention to, much like we do wherever we're at. Yeah. But he was really bullish on them in November, and then I started to back them in December. They started to lose some games, or maybe it was early January, and he was quick to let me know. He's like, "Dude, they're not healthy. They have injuries." Well, guess what? Donaldson texted me tonight. He says they're back. They got the boys back. They've been winning a couple games in a row now. And he goes, watch out. There's great value on them moving forward. And I agree because I had this game on with the audio for the rest of the night. Man, if they can play consistently like that, they're going to fuck up a lot of these teams in this conference and get back in the mix, man. They're at Belmont next. They just won by 30 at Murray. I know that's a tall order because Belmont looked good tonight, even in the loss. But that game on Thursday, Bieniek, at Belmont, I will definitely be watching that fucking game. Thoughts? They have a rather easy schedule to close out the season. If they can beat Belmont, listen to the schedule. Close out the season. Home in Cedar Falls against Drake after Belmont. At Indiana State and Terre Haute. Home to Southern Illinois. Home to Illinois State, and then the final game of the year rivalry game at Drake. They could win all those games. They could, if they beat Belmont, they could win all the rest of those games. Big question Thursday night at Belmont. Coach Jacobson got him rolling. Thoughts, Bieniek?
Yeah, I was high on Northern Iowa in the preseason too. I didn't really agree with Rob about the whole injury thing. Like if you looked at who was hurt, it wasn't like impact players. It was kind of just wings. And even with them coming back, they haven't even played much of a impact. So, yeah, I mean, they went in and smashed Murray. That's the storyline for me. It's not.
I didn't think this was I like to win by 30 at Murray.
Yeah.
I don't think you could have sold me on a 10-point win, let alone a 30. Yeah. Like
no. Yeah, I think the story is they've kind of strung together a couple of really good games here, and that's the team we saw in November. But I don't attribute it to injuries. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Either way, Belmont, Northern Iowa, Thursday. Game balls. Let's get to it. You got to fix this shit with no McIntyre. I'll just go game ball one. Kansas.
Yeah,
down one of your best. Yeah, let's unite on that. Kansas beating Arizona. They're no longer undefeated. Miami, Ohio, the last undefeated team.
Let's just give Mac the game balls of Kansas and Louisville, and then we can do two more.
Okay, there we go.
Those were the two biggest games, two game ball worthy performances for sure. So
I'll go Bradley Braves. You keep your chances to win the conference regular season title alive by winning against Belmont. So game ball, Braves on the warpath.
I like
where are you going?
Wilmington on the road, destruction against
That's
Charleston.
a great one. That's a great one. I'm gonna go to the Mexicans. They're red hot right now. I know they're not really like they've done so much damage. They're not a threat to actually get the 1 seed in the conference because they're still 5 games back. But the team has won 8 straight games. I don't know that I want to play them in the tournament right now, the way they're playing. So give me a game ball for the Mexicans.
Yeah. Yep. Let's do Evansville. They're 2-12 in league. They lost 6 games in a row, but today they put the nail in the coffin against the preseason favorite in the Valley. Good
Are
win.
we doing one more each? Or is that it?
That's 6. I mean,
Okay.
depends.
Okay.
I mean, I see probably 2 more worthy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Central Arkansas battling back from double digits in a rivalry game was a really nice win. I know Jerry's talking about it in the chat. The fact that they're red hot too, stay one game back, I think it is in their conference. Down they were this a rivalry game, terrible spot too because they just had a gigantic win at Lipscomb. That's a strong win in my opinion, even though I know North Alabama's been a complete disappointment.
Yeah. That was not where I was going. Did we give one to Northern Iowa?
No, we didn't, which is ridiculous. But yeah,
Okay.
there you go. I think that should have been our first one. A 30-point win at Murray, one of the best home court environments in the whole conference, or I guess in the New Valley. Who knows? But
I don't know that home court environment at Chicago State's pretty gnarly.
it is the game. They should get a game ball for the 27 people. That's the final game ball. Chicago State. If you were one of the 27 people,
DM.
hit me up at the Colby D. Please show me a photo from the game or a ticket stub.
We would like to feature you.
Yes, not only are you welcome on this show, we will. I will send you a TCE hoodie, a hat. All right, all right. We'll pick up your bar tab in Vegas. So yeah, let's go.
It's freaking Chicago, one of the biggest cities in the fucking land, and you
27
get 27 people through your.
Is that like including the refs and shit too, or is that just like tickets scanned?
I think it's paid attendance. Yeah, tickets.
They got to be letting free people in there. Something's up. So check those security gates. 27 people. All right, folks. What to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. And besides sports, they got a ton of other markets, including politics, entertainment, hell, even the weather. It's Kalshi. You can trade anything. New Kalshi customers get $20 when you use the promo code SGPN. That's KALSHI. Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rebet. Rebet is the #1 social sports book and casino that is out there. It's available in 35 plus different states, including California and Texas. So get in on the action with Rebate, and they're going to give you a great deal here. Get 100% purchase match up to $100 there with the promo code SGPN. That's Rebet, promo code SGPN. All right. The slate. McIntyre. We haven't even heard from Mac. He is probably.
He did.
Wonder if did he? What did he say? No internet.
Yeah.
Milwaukee is at Ooey Pooey in this classic Horizon League game. And what is this number? Bart Lundy. It has been a disastrous season for Coach Lundy. And now he heads to the jungle to take on Ooey Pooey. I'm locking up fucking Milwaukee. 1.5. They got to get this one. They got to get this one. Come on. They got to get this one. Lock Milwaukee. Play the 1.5. Get this Ooey Pooey's off a fucking win against Cleveland State too. No way it's sustainable. No way. Bieniek?
I'm on the Jaguars. I will take the Jaguars.
Lock?
What is the injury situation with Milwaukee?
For Milwaukee.
Because that's why they've kind of sputtered.
I got nothing. There's nothing.
What? There's like 3 injuries.
I see absolutely nothing.
They have like 3 guys that have missed a bunch of games in the Horizon League. So I'll go IU Indy. And I'm not betting it. No. Can't do it.
We're cashing this thing tomorrow. Let's go. Next up. The Wahoos are in Tallahassee taking on Saudi Arabia State. The battle for the Jefferson Epps Trophy. What the fuck is this? Why have I never heard of this?
Man, I can't believe future conference realignment's going to destroy historical rivalries like this.
8.5 is what Coach Odom and company are laying as they enter Tallahassee. I'll take the points, man. I don't feel good about it though. Like, because Florida State is all over the place. Give me the points. Give me the 8.5. No bet. What are you doing here?
I'll go Seminoles too. That's Virginia is in this like nice little cakewalk where they haven't played well, but they haven't played good teams. So it's really tough to handicap. Notre Dame, double overtime. Boston College beat by 7. Pitt, they destroyed, and then they only beat Syracuse by 13 and trailed for most of that game. So
JST is asking us about Luke Locks. Is it Lokes? Locks.
Luke,
Locks.
I am your father.
I wasn't a huge fan of the hire when it was made. Now, I could be biased because once I interviewed him, I got a better sense of like what he wants to do. And I thought maybe it could work. But then again, I just read that Florida State is like $500 million in debt.
Yeah.
So I wonder, A, if he knew that information when he took the gig. You know what I mean? Like that he left the Golden State Warriors or the Sacramento Kings. Like he was with Steve Kerr for a while. Yeah. That is concerning to me. I'm more skeptical than I was. So I went from being skeptical when the hire was announced because NBA guys normally suck in college basketball. And then I know he's an alum there. He played for Leonard Hamilton. And then when I interviewed him, he said Leonard Hamilton is someone I talk to all the time. He's still at practice and stuff. And I thought, you know what, maybe this can work. And then I read the $500 million in debt, and now I'm thinking I'm back to being a skeptic that this is ever going to work. And I wonder if he has buyer's remorse. So that's where I'm at. They got to call Saudi Arabia again and get more gold because they had it going there. They had it going when they were broke. So the reason why we call them Saudi Arabia State is because like 5 or 6 years ago, they were broke, or maybe it was 4 or 5 years ago. I forget the exact time period there, but they were broke and they had rumored like connections. They were going the banking route and the banks were going to Saudi Arabia. So like there was connections with Saudi Arabia. And then all of a sudden, Mike Norvell went out and had the #1 transfer portal class 2 years in a row, or like top 5 2 years in a row. The first year, #1. The second year was like number 3 or 4, I think. So we all made the assumption that they had gotten that Saudi money. And when I say we, just everybody, the internet. And what sucks is they didn't get in the college football playoff that year, and they should have, because that would have been a lot of money. So they might have been fucked by that, but also they hurt themselves by suing the ACC based on a deal where the teams that win more win all the money, and the teams that lose and suck don't make any money. So it's been quite hilarious because I feel like they're probably in debt now. I know they were also renovating the stadium. They took out a big loan for that shit. But it is quite fucking hilarious how they have been dog shit ever since they've sued him in basketball and football. Just absolute dog shit. I know they're supposed to be good in baseball this year, but
went to Omaha 2 years ago.
Yeah, Bieniek, your thoughts on your thoughts on just the job that he's doing and also just the hire in general.
Wasn't a huge fan of the hire in general because just over the years we've seen these NBA like former assistants really flame out, or former NBA players that were an alum of the school like not have any success. And yeah, I kind of let it go and wanted to base it off of how he did this year because you were telling me good things. But also, I believe Avetta was like huge on locks, and maybe even Rocco too.
Well,
so
he played there, so like I get it, like. But then the debt, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I was hearing good things. Like their portal class wasn't too bad either, but it was mainly a bunch of mid-major stars. Um, Shout out our guy Robert McRae, but it's been I would say kind of how I expected the year to go.
But Bieniek, you sent me a link at like 6 a.m. last night I watched this documentary you sent me.
You did watch it? It was good.
I did. It was good. But I'm saying like you sent me this link on this thing about like these teams with money, and it's like, don't you think this? He would never tell you this right now because he's a Florida State alum. But I wonder if you were to get him pissed drunk or give him some truth serum, would he tell you I fucked up by taking this gig? Because if you're that much in debt, I don't know. First off, the first thing they're going to focus on is football because that's how you get out of the debt.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I didn't know you watched it because I'm interested in your thoughts on it. For the most part, it was pretty, like a lot of it I knew, and then
what didn't you know, by the way? In it,
I didn't know the.
This is a E360 on
E60
or E60 360. What am I talking about? E60 on like this current state of college sports with NIL and money and everything, and they show poor programs and rich programs and Cody Campbell and and
no, the woman that created the transfer portal, like that was new to me. I had no idea like who.
I didn't know who that was either. Yeah,
came about. But no, I'd kind of gotten myself like knowledged or educated on the whole Cody Campbell NIL collective and stuff. But I didn't know that the rev share you could opt in and still, not have to pay. So like I thought it was a great feature on Clarkston hockey where there's a lot of, similar athletic departments that only have a couple
I had no
D1.
idea about that either. That was great. That was great.
That only had a couple of D1 schools and they're not going to fund, but you have to opt into the rev share because the conference makes you. Yeah, I learned that. So and there will be a couple of bottom fears that become quite obvious that they're just not paying in their rev share.
Well, you have a lot of universities that aren't even signing that shit, by the way, too.
Yeah.
But hey, guess what? Bediako kicked out of college basketball.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I was looking forward to it.
That's a great thing.
They didn't ask Cody about the CSC or anything like that, or at least didn't show any of his quotes.
Well, he didn't sign it to them. You know that,
correct?
Right? Yeah. Like he was pretty outspoken.
That's why
Cody
they're
Campbell.
Still,
in case the chat. I just want to give clarity for the chat. So Cody Campbell, the biggest booster maybe in all college sports right now. Former Mike Leach offensive lineman at Texas Tech. His parents, I think, went to Texas Tech. Both college athletes. He's the big reason why Texas Tech is very good in all their sports right now. Right? Yeah. Him and his business partner, who's another former offensive lineman under Mike Leach. They did not sign the what was the actual thing called? It wasn't the CSC. It was something that was called
settlement.
Yeah. They did not, and they were public about that. And Brett Yormark was adamant that they sign it, and they said no, we will not sign it. And I think they're smart to do so. I think they're very smart to do so because they know damn well if they sign this thing, they know damn well that the old style of systems. To me, Cody Campbell's no fucking moron. Like he knows SMU got dealt a death blow for doing the same shit Texas and Texas A&M were doing. Do a deep dive on that shit. Once you get, that's it right there. YouTube.com/the college experience. It's well worth the watch. But once you submit to like, hey, let's get all organized. Let's agree to this thing. The powerful schools will stay in power. I firmly believe they're in the wrong if they sign that thing. And look, I all want unity too, in a way, to a certain extent, but I think they have no history of showing good faith. From Jerry Tarkanian's quote about, hey, guess what? We got the death penalty, or, they didn't really get the death penalty. They got years. He got kicked out of UNLV when everyone else was doing the same fucking shit to a certain extent. But it's a fascinating watch.
It's on YouTube, ESPN's YouTube channel called Pay for play. It's an E60. Good job from Jeremy Schaap. And he's got a boatload of interviews with a bunch of different athletes, different coaches of all different sports. And yeah, the Texas Tech thing is like extremely unique because you have the former athlete who, is a fucking loaded billionaire, like multi-billionaire. And it's not just him too. That was the first time I've seen his business partner featured and talked
Me too.
about
me
it
too.
too. So yeah, we saw that as well. And both of them just absolutely loaded and funding Texas Tech athletics in general, like everything.
I put the link in the chat too. I put the link in the
Yeah.
chat right now.
So they interviewed the softball player, outstanding player. And in softball, if you've got a good pitcher, you're going to be good. And they just basically grabbed this girl from Stanford, very educated woman too. And she's got a head on straight on her shoulders.
If you're going
and
to
like,
Stanford doesn't cut corners on that. They might,
Yeah.
they can't stand you got to know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
So I've never seen anyone at Stanford that was just, like you got to know what the fuck you're doing.
So her interview was great. And it's like, yeah, why would I want to go play in the pro league that's just getting established and it's going to pay me $75,000 if I can make 7 figures at Texas Tech?
That's a lot of things, dude. That's a lot of things. Who was I reading about recently or today? Maybe it was today in a game I was watching.
I didn't know about the TCU women's basketball player either from Notre Dame.
I didn't know that either.
Hilarious.
Very hilarious. Well worth the watch. And shout out to Darius Jones. Colby, have you heard about Mr. Beast about to invest millions into ECU? I've been crossing my fingers.
We'll see.
I've heard that. I've heard that ECU has met with them a lot of times. I've also heard that like he's been using their basketball stadium
Arena.
basketball arena for like him and his buddies. So we are crossing our fingers on that one. And hail Mike Leach, because I'm telling you that shit will be the biggest story in a fucking long time.
Dude,
if that shit happens.
He was featured in that, and like they did him dirty, man. That's not the Mike Leach that I know. Like he's like, I don't fucking care or whatever that clip.
Yeah,
was.
well they did use that clip, but they should have. I thought like he is where I wasn't as offended, even though I get what they were going for.
Mm-hmm.
Was that he is like a guy that was absolutely, he set college football. Like if you really look at what Mike Leach and how Mummy created, it is radical what happened in the sport. Once again, back to our conversation last night with that fucking bozo. You can't watch an NFL game, or in majority of college football games, you can't watch. But NFL, I almost think every single NFL game you watch, you will see something Mike Leach created every game. Without question, every game. And the innovators traditionally, historically within these sports, I mean, I only know football and basketball. I can't say baseball. I mean, I know baseball a little bit, but I don't know it like football and basketball. The innovators most often are the guys that aren't historically brought up in the sport. It's quite fascinating. Like go back and look at Chris Ault's fucking, bringing the gun there, which Joe Gibbs studied and brought that into the NFL. That shit, that whole creation came from someone that did not fucking play sport. He was just like, what if we do this with the pistol?
I like this. John Phillips. Hi, I'm Mr. Beast, and you're listening to SGPN.
Yeah, let's go. Mr. Beast. I'm ready for that, John. Let's go. Anybody know? Look, if anybody knows Mr. Beast and can put me in touch with Mr. Beast.
No.
I would be very, very thankful. And I'm not even trying to get his money. I'm just trying to talk to him on a microphone, get him on the show. All right. If anybody knows Mr. Beast, please hook me up. All right. And that's our analysis.
Guys doing Super Bowl commercials, giving away $1 million just to do it.
Yeah.
Like that's how much he's just willing to piss away for East Carolina athletics as well.
Dude, well, I didn't know this. Luckily I was listening to Steven Igo and who covers ECU sports with 24/7 sports. I didn't know his mom was from there and taught there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Or worked there. I don't know that she taught. That gives us a little bit of a makes me believe it can really happen then. What if his mom's saying, "What? Let's make Greenville." This would be the talk of the whole fucking college landscape.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
East Carolina would be leading story on game day.
It would be. No, it honestly would be must watch. It would. I actually think it would make the American Conference amazing, and I actually think they should. Me and Bieniek were talking about this. They should stay in the American Conference then because you have a clear path to the playoffs. But I also think Memphis and South Florida, who have recently thrown a lot, and Tulsa has thrown a lot of money in their basketball and football, at least, right?
What I would do, I thought about it a little bit more. What I would do is I would invest early, make the run from the American into the college football playoff, do some damage, but I would capitalize on the success and get into SEC or ACC because then you could carry it forward. Like, I don't know how sustainable this current landscape of fundable athletics is with NIL collections and stuff. So like if that goes away and you're tied into a conference's media rights deal, that's where you want to be at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Part of me, I'm also cool going independent. You know, ECU, when I first became a fan of ECU, they were independent. So, like, I would love for them to go back to being independent too. Jerry Davis does not trust Cody Campbell. Think he and the like will want the halves more powerful than.
Well, he did join on the
Score Act.
Yeah.
Well, but he was also responsible for them changing the Score Act.
Correct.
Yeah. Solely responsible, I believe.
Yeah, there's a couple of things changed because now the Score Act, I do believe, includes the broadcasting rights in the antitrust. So that was the big thing for him. That's like a bargain or the lobbying thing, and getting him on board, I think, definitely helps their movement or wave for sure. Because he was one of the more anti-Score Act
and I'm like,
voices.
Jerry not trusting a former oil guy. I'm joking. I mean, maybe we shouldn't trust him, but I'm saying, like, I do think there's a certain thing he's doing that is noble. You know,
he's so out in front. You know, he's so transparent about the entire thing.
Yeah, and I believe he's
funding the whole Texas Tech thing. Why would you try to change that?
I don't know if Jerry knows that. I don't know if Jerry knows that he's also like made it a point to pay all the sports at Texas Tech. Now, maybe you're right with he wants Texas Tech to supersede from and the group of five or the Power Five to supersede maybe down the road. That's right. But right now, one of the things I enjoy is that he's paying for all the fucking sports, and he's gone out of his way to because his mom, I forget what it was. Was she a swimmer? Track. She was something. Track. Okay. He's gone out of his way to throw all of that money, like really boost, not only throw money to keep it afloat, throw extra money to bring in the best players. Yeah. Yeah.
Their softball team, and I knew that before they said it on that E60, but like no history whatsoever. Yeah. And they had never even exited. They have never even won a game in the round of 32. They get to the Super Regionals, which is basically your Sweet 16. They get to the College World Series, which is basically your Elite Eight, and they play for a national championship. And they had previously never gotten to the second weekend, basically, in college softball. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I still think also like the things he was fighting for, a lot of them, in my opinion. Now, Jerry, you're entitled obviously to your opinion, but I'm saying like I thought it was crazy for a mega booster of a Power 5 school to fight against it. In my opinion, I thought like that's why I found it so fascinating initially. I was like, wait a second, you're telling me the biggest booster in the country besides maybe Phil Knight, is going against the thing that the elites want. That's what I found fascinating. I thought that's what the story is. That's what I thought, like, man, they should make a movie about this shit. If they ended up prevailing off this, that is like your classic Hollywood script right there. But anyway, I know this half the chat's probably like, what the fuck? That's our analysis on Virginia
basketball pick show, and we've gone a half hour on this. But yeah,
and shout out to
Hoist the Colors is the
24/7. Yeah, they have a pod too. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm on Saudi Arabia State. I'm not that far away from locking it. I'll tell you this: if the point goes up, if it goes up a point or two, this is like fringe lock to me. Like I don't. I'm probably just gonna let it be at that, just because Florida State's been so unpredictable, and also some of those crowds have been terrible. Some of those crowds have been. That's part of the reason why. If I feel like if it was lit, I would lock it up. But some of these shits have like fucking 200 people there. It looks like a Chicago State game.
Yeah.
Next up.
Speaking of Colby, they put out their opening weekend preview for you on East Carolina baseball.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go. And let's go right here because you want to talk about Jai Lucas. Not Jai Lucas. What am I talking about?
No, you have it right.
Who am I thinking of? Yeah, Jai Lucas, right?
Yeah.
Why am I getting Jai Lewis?
We were just talking.
George Mason is what I was confusing him with in my head. George Mason's power forward during the Final Four run. North Carolina, talk about great spot. Jai Lucas is in a great spot for his Canes as North Carolina has been partying. Did you see the scene, by the way, of Franklin Street?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Why is that the spot they all run to and gather?
You know what? North Carolina is an interesting place because if you go there, like I took my wife there, she thinks it's awesome. She was like, I hope White Tiger goes here one day. And I go, no, that will not happen. Right. But I was like, I get it. It's a really nice campus. Right. But it's also like it's just an interesting thing. It's like they have this, it's right downtown. It's right downtown. Yeah. She tried that shit on me. Hey, White Tiger should go here later in life. And I was like, honey, I know you don't know American college sports. And look, I'm not going to stop my son from doing much in life. If he wants to, be the next goddamn Alfred Einstein, he can be the next Alfred Einstein. But
you're in a dangerous area, though, my friend, because he grows up.
I know.
All he has to have is one friend, and he's a Duke fan or a North Carolina fan.
I got to do a few years, and then I got to get the fuck out of here. All right. But I'm locking up Miami, dude. This is the best spot of the season, maybe. I mean, when's the last time Carolina got down like that? It had to be back when they went to the Natty. It had to be back when they went to the Natty. Like, give me the Canes. Lock it up. Bieniek?
Yeah, this is definitely going to disagree with the cocktail napkin as it's got the Tar Heels favored by 2 possessions. But this is, once again, a golden spot after the entire city just burned down. Kings. And, I mean, they're on the road, too. I mean,
yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Jerry, no, it's just like Franklin Street. They were just they stopped traffic. The shit was like people were climbing up on the goddamn street lights.
It was like they won the Super Bowl.
It was like Mardi Gras. Yeah, it was like fucking like the Halloweens at ECU. Yeah.
Like, do you remember when App State took down Auburn and everybody met on like their main street in front of all the bars and they're all running?
But they like jumped into a fucking lake too. You remember that? All of them were
like, I was just so perplexed, but also I know it's a college town, but they just chose a corner street, like an intersection, and they just
well, it's right there. You got to understand. So there's a bar called Top of the Hill that's right there.
Right there. Okay.
So I think that's the reasoning. And it's
well, the angle. So the camera must have been from the bar because the angle was housing, like two streets of housing, and then to the right, it just looked like there was nothing. So I've never been in person to know, but yeah, I was like perplexed. That was the area. And shout out to the Juice 33, the time lapse, and I put that out on our Instagram at TCE on SGPN Instagram. You'll check it out; it's fantastic. They look, as much as I want to talk shit about Carolina, they did it right. Awesome. I agree with storming the court. I agree with having the blast, and they did college sports right there. They did. And why would I want my son to go there? Well, I'm an ECU guy, dude. They're fucking snobby. Same state, 2 and they're fucking snobby. East. They're not as snobby as Duke, but they're still a little snobby to me. All right. And I don't picture as snobby as Duke. I think Duke's a snobbier fan base. Yeah. Okay. But maybe it's just Duke basketball or like football too. Actually, no, Duke football. I don't think they're that snobby. Yeah. But, they're kind of underdogs in every other sport. So fair. But Carolina's definitely got some. I mean, when you go and party there, it's not a party school. Like someone said this the other day when I put the Mr. Beast video out for ECU, someone commented, and I think you can even show it on the screen, but he said, this is a random person. I wasn't familiar with the tag. He said, I've been an ECU fan for like 30 years. They're the blue collar team of North Carolina. And that's what we've always looked at them as. Like, to me, even before I went there, I thought like, they're like the Fresno State. I always compared them to like the Fresno State of North Carolina. You guys are the party school of North Carolina.
Yeah, that too. But I'm saying like also the blue collar, like it was like the average person can get in there. You know what I mean? Where it's like North Carolina's gonna be like, oh fuck you, you didn't do this. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, and you could sense that. So,
okay.
Anyway,
so where does NC State fit in? Because I know North
they're just
Carolina's...
pussies. Yeah, there's a difference. They're not snobby. They're not snobby. They're just pussies.
Because North Carolina is a private school, Duke's a private school, Wake Forest is a private school. Like, throw them out. I consider ECU as like the party school, the athletics, and then
you're asking
NC
me to do
State's
this
more like blue collar.
Okay, Barstool reported this about Barstool reported this like a year ago. I just got a guy. Here's an ECU guy against NC State.
I know exactly what you're doing.
He won't shake his hand.
He won't shake his hand. Here, shake this
Set out to defend our land, and now we'll never be the same, never be the same, 'cause we believe we came back at the last minute.
Yeah, I mean, look, that was and once again, that was Barstool reporting ECU student destroys pussy pack. So shout out to that. YouTube.com/the college experience. I think we proved our worth right there. Bieniek, what are you doing in this game?
Miami, lock it up. So it's a double lock.
Double lock on the Canes.
And by the way, I didn't mean to say private school in North Carolina. They're like the white collar. They're the rich kids at UNC. So,
yeah. I mean, ECU is just so much better. Like to me, ECU and App are cooler than the rest. You know, they're cooler than the rest. Wake, I got no feelings. Really got no hard feelings for Wake. Tell you the truth. So yeah, it's the other ones that I'm like, eh. But yeah, that video is great. If you're not watching, go to YouTube because an ECU guy basically pulls a Jackie Chan on like 10 dudes at a fucking pool party. It's one of the greatest fucking videos ever to hit planet Earth, in my opinion.
One dude was stunned by the right hand, and he was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
One dude, he punches 3 times. Like he knocks him down. The guy gets up. He knocks him down again, and then the third time he gets up late in the video, he takes another one to the face, which knocks him down. I mean, it was fantastic.
Juice would like to change the lyrics to "That clown's nose will never be the same."
Right? What about NC State? That blue collar? I'll tell you this. They're pussies. But they are more blue collar than Carolina and Duke.
It's hilarious. From the outside looking in, the state, now that I think about it, the private school / like rich kids school have a rivalry with each other, and the blue collar and the party school have a rivalry with each other. It's hilarious from the outside looking in.
A lot of it is like the like I said, Jim Valvano, who everyone loves, which rest in peace, even though
who everyone loves.
Well, let's be honest. If he didn't fucking die, he would be classically known as the ultimate pussy on this show. But I'll say rest in peace. Great speech at the ESPYs. I love it. I watch it all the time. But when ECU beat them in football, because they avoided ECU for a long time, and when ECU beat them in football and stormed on their field, he said, "We will never play East Carolina ever again."
You guys ducked us. Their ball and went home.
You guys ducked us for a long fucking time, right? And talked a lot of shit. So when we went there and beat you on your fucking field, we said, "Fuck your field. We're taking down the goalposts because you're little bitches." All right. And then you're like, "We will never play them ever again." They're bitches. They created all this content. They could have just took their loss and said, okay, they took down the goalpost. We can beat them next year in Greenville and do the same. But they didn't. They went to Greenville and they got their fucking ass whooped. All right. So that's what happened. All right. That's what happened. Yeah, he won an Natty in '83. I'm still under investigation. All right, that fucking Pepperdine game. All right, but yeah, rich kids do exist in public schools.
Yeah, but they're like, if you've ever seen like the Ole Miss student section, there's a difference between the Ole Miss student section.
Oh,
and
by
State.
far! Are you kidding me? Carolina, that's a great one. That's Bieniek. You did a great job comparing it right there because look, I went and partied. Me and NC Nick for the TCU game with Belichick. We were there early partying, and look, people treated us kindly. They let us go get drunk at their fucking places and shit. But there's a type of person. There is a type of person. It's just like kind of like
if you
like
wear a
collared
shirt,
polo like
collared shirt to party,
yes, like and tan like the classic khakis. And look, some of these people are nice people, just like anything else in life.
People don't wear collared to party,
but it's a style. It's like they have the visor, like Spurrier style too. They wear like the visor. It's very similar to what Ole Miss has with their fans. And Mississippi State for sure is the blue collar program in Mississippi, right? Whereas Ole Miss is kind of like, man, those are like, it's a public school, but there's some fucking like, it's frat boys. There's like boyish, like they're just all the same person. They all look the same. There's no
Copy
difference.
paste.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Anyway,
hilarious.
But,
it is
hilarious. And shout out to Feels Bad Man, Ole Miss fans. Suck ass. I can't stand them. Oh man, isn't college sports the greatest?
And
beating Drexler
because it's the state of Mississippi. Like
that is ultimate conundrum. If you've been to Mississippi, which I've spent some time in Mississippi, and it's like never at all did I get the feeling like you get when you watch an Ole Miss like football game or his tailgate scene. Like the rest of Mississippi is like. I respect them. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, damn. Like
said something
they live in
and you're like, I respect them.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. I was saying like I'm like it's grimy. It's a grimy fucking state. So it's like
I was waiting for the adjective or description that you were gonna give, and you go,
well, dude, you go to some places, you drive through some of these towns, you're like, God damn, look at this fucking town, right? It's like a dollar bill hasn't hit this town in fucking like a century, right? And it's like. Man, like how, like it just seems tough. It just seems like, and to then have Ole Miss where it's just like, hey, dude, just the classic Spurrier, like young Spurrier, right?
Which this is another thing too. Like this is why NIL and the Rev Share and the NIL collectives are good because nobody really is choosing Mississippi. Like to go and play, like there's nothing.
Dude, I wanted Ole Miss to once.
In my opinion,
once Kiffin did that shit, I was like, I'm happy if they win a natty. I was once Kiffin left, I was like, get that natty. But yeah. Anyway,
Jerry Davis saying a lot of talent at the Grove. If you know what.
Yes. Patty C's oldest brother went to Ole Miss for a couple years. He failed out. He had a great time. I
believe it.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, double lock on Miami. I went to school and played with, there we go. Yeah. We're only 3 games in, but, Notre Dame is at SMU. SMU lay at 11.5, Bieniek. I mean, this Notre Dame team has been a fucking thorn in my side all year. I've been to Biloxi, Mississippi. Now I had a great time in Biloxi, Mississippi. That's a beautiful fucking town. That's a beautiful town. I'm saying like some of the towns I went to more so in like the middle of the state or in the northern part of the state, but Biloxi, I actually had a great fucking time. I'm not even saying you can't have a great time in the other time. It's just not pretty. Biloxi's, I think, is a nice looking town. I think it's a nice town. But shout out to Derek Williams. Bieniek, I don't know what to fucking do here. Notre Dame, every time I take Notre Dame, they cost me. Every time I bet against them, I mean, occasionally they cover for me. What was it? The UVA game they covered for me. I'm going to take the points. No bet.
I'm laying it with SMU and not super confident that the cocktail napkin just loves it. So that's what I'm that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up. We're going to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Vanderbilt at Auburn.
Gosh, why didn't IU Indy get that?
Yeah, that's true. They're changing their fucking teams all the time. We're Indianapolis, like I don't fuck with it. Ooey pooey. All right. And I've been an Auburn fan. Like I was an Auburn fan back in the day. I mean, dude, this is how when I was young, I didn't realize. I'm talking really young. I didn't realize that Auburn and Alabama were hardcore rivals. Really, I was just like, I like both these teams.
Yeah,
and then my best friend, one of my best friends in like 6th grade, moves to town from Tuscaloosa, and that's when I got super educated on that rivalry. Like I think I kind of knew by then. By 6th grade, I knew, but I have a Damian Craig jersey somewhere in my mom's like attic back in the day. Damian Craig, if you remember Damian Craig. But I like both programs. But I'm locking up Auburn here because they're coming back to the jungle. I know the Doors have been a good team all year. Let me ask you, does this line stink though?
I don't think Vandy's played sharp lately. They are 3-4 in their last 7. And I do think that Auburn, now having lost 2 in a row, it's like kind of back up against the wall. What are you going to show us? And Vandy, I think, has built up something to the point of, hey, we got this good team coming into the building. Let's take them down. I think that's your motivation there.
Just trust the venue, right? Just trust the venue, right? Even though A&M got
that's
them,
pretty
right?
much where I'm at. I like the Tigers a lot here. So I'm locking it up.
Let's go. Double lock. We Tigers. Just the other Tigers. Auburn Tigers. Play the 3.5 against the Doors. Shout out to Feels Bad, man. Yeah. I'm glad the history lesson is going on in the chat right now. I saw that earlier and I was like, man, we're already deep into this shit. But yes, I think that's a large reason of the way it is go Tigers, not Go. All right.
Gokes.
Yes. Gokes. How lit will this stadium be tomorrow? Because Purdue is at Nebraska. Nebraska laid 2.5. Bieniek, is it really going to be 3 losses out of 4 games for the Cornhuskers?
Yes. This place will be on fire though. But this is tough. This is a tough spot for Nebraska. They just played Piscataway like 3 days ago, and now you're shooting back down.
Isn't they have how do I pronounce the guy's name? No, but one of the guys, Jared Vicious, like almost like Joe Vicious, but not. He's like he doesn't play a lot of minutes, but he's questionable. He's got the flu, so game time decision. I'm on Purdue as well. I'm not locking this though, because this building's fucking dangerous, man. I am not locking this game. Are you locking this game?
I feel pretty good about Purdue coming in there and winning, and they're a dog. Yeah, I mean, I'll lock it up. Purdue hasn't played well in a while too. Yeah, I'll lock it. Give me Purdue.
Phoenix saying boiler up for the guy in Vegas that was telling me Matt Painter's a pile of shit. All right, he's going in on his Boilermakers. And don't worry, One Cross. Don't worry, we're not fucking judging. Fuck, man. Sometimes I really wish I paid more attention in high school instead of smoking weed and swinging wood. Swinging wood, I like that.
I don't think he's talking about playing baseball.
No, he's not. I think he's talking about plowing broads, right?
Yeah.
But no big deal.
Loud, but
no big deal, buddy. No big deal, dude. Got the internet. They can figure that shit out, right? Nowadays, you don't need that. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Next up. All right. Slide did not move. BYU is at the Foster Pavilion in the Bible Bash. I hadn't heard of this rivalry name. Shout out to Carlton, by the way, on the slides. Each and every night he's kicking ass. Bible Bash. Did you know about this name?
No, but I
like it.
See it and understand it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Bible Bash is going on in Waco, Texas. Waco, Texas. BYU is laying 3.5. I mean, there's no way, right? Are you telling me BYU is going to lose 5 straight games?
They're not losing this one. I'm locking them. This is the buy low spot right here. Baylor's awful.
Baylor looked good the other day. I'm going to battle you. I think they're desperate. I think they need this.
They're desperate and BYU's not.
BYU is desperate, but I think they're less desperate. All right.
Well, they've lost 4 in a row and 5 of the last 6.
I'm going to jump on Baylor. I'm going to battle you. Let's go.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
I was impressed with Baylor at Iowa State. Battle Dundee on the Baylor Bear. Bieniek on the Cougs. BYU.
How about that in the E60, by the way? Scott Drew doing an interview talking about, there's some good things and bad things. And then all while he's probably taking the interview, he's talking about Najee, adding him in second semester. Because damn well he's probably interviewed in November.
Yeah.
That.
That had to be. That had to be. That absolutely had to be. Go check out that documentary we put in the chat. I think I have it here. I'm going to drop it again. What am I? ESPN should be paying me for this shit. Next up, we have Rhode Island heading to Washington, D.C. in the Charles Smith Center. Remember the Charles Smith Center? The pump fake shit? Just didn't dunk the fucking basketball. George Washington's laying 4.5. This is a smash spot for George Washington. They've lost 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Alt line GW. Alt line GW right here. Lock Colonials. Bieniek?
Yeah, all of my locks just kind of lining up in this window or this kind of stretch of slides. But yes, I agree with you. Colonials, I believe they're a good team. Castro's been hurt in the last couple of games. And I don't think it's a serious injury. I thought it was a concussion. So I think he's due back anytime. And yeah, I will lock up the Colonials here. Fade Archie.
Well, and Rhode Island's been trash on the road this year. They are playing better towards better. Yeah, they are playing better, but still G-Dub's been a pretty good team at home. They're 9-3. I just think the fact that they lost four in a row, it's all about that spot to me. Yeah. And also they're a top 50 offensive rated team. So
like you mentioned, I think on the road has been the time you want to get them. They've won 3 straight, but it's Davidson, Richmond, who's kind of like a wine and cheese, and they haven't been good this year, so not as lit an environment. And then Archie went into Dayton and won at his old stop. So you can kind of write that one up there too. But I think they dropped this road game here.
Double lock on the Colonials, laying 4.5. Next up,
Darius Jones. If you're talking about the Castro injury, yes, probably. That is why G-Dub is only 4.5.
And they've lost 4 in a row or 5 in a row, whatever the fuck I said.
Yeah, and he's missed 3 straight.
Bieniek, I want you to talk to me about this game because George Mason on the road, I do not trust. And going to a rival in Richmond, laying 4.5, seems very dangerous to me. I'm going to take Richmond.
What's the lead factor here?
I think for this one, it actually might be. Now, there's still a wine and cheese crowd, but I'm saying, like, I actually think the George Mason game matters to them. They were in, like, these teams have been playing each other a long fucking time. So it's like, I actually think this one, and if you look at Mason, I just think every time they hit the road, I just don't trust them. I like them at home, But on the road, they were down. They beat the Bonnies, and they came back to beat the Bonnies, but they were down like 15 in that game, right? They lost at Rhode Island, who we just talked about. The Loyola Chicago game I thought was close for a while. They pulled away late. To their credit, they did lose in Blacksburg. I feel like the road has been the trickier. I mean, any college basketball team, the road's been trickier. But I'm taking the points in Richmond. I'm going to bet Richmond too. Give me the 4.5 with the Spiders. Not a crazy money line play. I should also note that George Washington's on deck at George Washington, and obviously that game is more of a rivalry than this one. And both coaches, they have a huge history. So
Cocktail Napkins got this thing at 4. I'm gonna disagree with I'm gonna disagree with you. Only for the sake that I don't think the matchup's that bad for Mason. Richmond's got
they're certainly more athletic. Mason's certainly more athletic. Yeah.
Athleticism. Richmond's got the second worst defense in the league. Mason's got the best. I think that they'll be able to pull this one out and cover. That's my pick.
Yeah, well, that's just saying they've won 3 straight too. That's what I'm saying. We'll see. You locking this? No,
I'll stay off.
Next up, Fordham is at St. Joe's. St. Joe's just lost to Mason after winning 7 in a row. St. Joe's laying 5.5. You could talk me into a lock on St. Joe's here. I'm laying the 5.5 for sure.
The Cocktail Napkins got this at 7. I don't have a strong feeling one way or another, so I'm not really going to talk you into it. But Fordham just lost back-to-back home games, and now they hit the road.
I'll lock it. I don't think Fordham's that good. Give me St. Joe's -5. I hate the 5.5 number, but I just don't think Fordham's that good. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in this game either. It's certainly a sandwich spot with Bonaventure on deck for Joe's, but off the loss, I think they'll win and cover, but I'm not going to bet it.
The locks are flowing because Marquette is catching 9.5. This is on campus, by the way. This is not the Wells Fargo shit, right? 9.5 at Villanova. I have to lock up Marquette. I love them as a dog. Love them as a dog. Nova just got a big game against Georgetown, or a bigger game against Georgetown. Nova wins by 4, by 5, by 2, something like that. Shit, I wouldn't even be surprised if Marquette upset them. What are you doing here?
Marquette's been playing better, but they're still on, off. I'll lay it with Villanova. I think Marquette gets drilled here.
And a big one in Champaign as Wisconsin goes into the spaceship. They're catching 11.5.
Spaceship.
Look at that shit. That looks like that ride you do. You ever done that
Yeah,
ride
you're
at the
not
amusement
wrong.
park?
Yeah.
Yeah, where
know
you
exactly
strap
the ride
up
that
and
you're
it's just
talking
like, let me hope no
got the
one barfs in
rollerboards
this
or whatever.
darkness. Yeah. I'm gonna lay it with, I don't know, 11.5 so fucking big.
It is a lot.
Actually, it just seems. I'm not betting this one. I'm gonna lay it with the Illini though.
I am on Illinois as well. Both of these teams enter off a tough loss. I think both of them in overtime too. Illinois at home is the edge for me. The thing though is I think that's square. 11.5 is a lot of points. I think Wisconsin will be up for the challenge. They've not really been blown out outside of just Purdue. So I'll take the points reluctantly. But no bet.
Yeah, I'm staying away from that one.
Actually, at Nebraska, they got shit on too.
We got a fire rivalry game going on here. The battle for the old rail splitter X. Eastern Illinois is in Macomb, taking on Western Illinois. EIO is laying 4.5. They played on January 13th and Pick Dundee locked up Western Illinois, catching a ridiculous number. And EIU won 57-55. We cashed on that thing. Now it's back in Macomb. EIU laying 4.5.
If not now, when?
I think they're baiting you. I like EIO.
Cocktail napkin does too. It's got
I like EIO, man.
If not now, when for Western Illinois though?
When you're gigantic rivals to me, you pay more attention in the road game to me. Like you pay more attention to that. So I think the fact they almost got drilled in the first one, I'm laying the 4.5 with EIO, man. I'm locking this fucking thing. Lock up these Panthers. Lay the 4.5. Bieniek? Sorry.
No, we're good. I had to yawn.
Who you taking, EIO?
No, I'm on Western. I've got a gut feeling on this too. Give me the home team.
Next up, we have the Battle of the Boot, the Golden Boot at the Pistol Pete Maravich Center. What the hell is this line? Arkansas's laying 5.5 in Baton Rouge. I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck here. I'm still going to bet Arkansas. I mean, what is this? What is this, Bieniek?
No idea.
What's
I
the cocktail
Arkansas.
napkin have this?
7.5. I like Arkansas. I didn't come in with it as a bet just because on the road they haven't been super sharp. You know, they got drilled at Auburn, drilled at Georgia.
And this actually might be lit. I know they haven't had lit environments, but this one might actually be because of the rivalry. Say, I'll stay away, but I'm taking Arkansas. On the picks page, that is the Arkansas play.
It's baseball season in Baton Rouge. I'll go Arkansas.
Jerry, what are you doing in this game with your Razorbacks? Yeah. I don't know, Jerry. Let us know.
Jerry's
still out.
About the injuries.
Yeah, I'll stay away. This game's classic. Duke with the eat shit pit Pittsburgh Panthers there that Carlton put the pile of shit in the Panthers' mouth. That is nice. This game's hilarious. Duke's like, I see it at 16.5 right now. I mean, you got John Shire who doubled down on this fucking dude. Can we talk about this? Let's talk about this for a second.
He said blood was coming from his mouth.
Yeah, well, guess what? You know, you go get your teeth cleaned. Sometimes you can get blood coming from your fucking mouth.
True.
All right. Show us video evidence that there was a punch thrown. I don't buy that. There was a million cameras. That's ESPN's. They send the best fucking team for that game every year for more than any other college basketball game. There's also a million fans taking fucking selfies or video of the fucking team.
Yeah.
That is not true, dude. It's just not true. Show me where the fuck that happened. Was this in the fuck? They getting a dust up deep into the locker room? That's the only way that's happened. I fucking can't believe he doubled down on this shit today. It's so pathetic. It's so pathetic what he's doing here, dude. Like this, your players were never in danger. A water bottle was thrown. And guess what? Your fans
Somebody
did the
got hit in
same.
the face.
Well, your fans threw multiple water bottles.
know,
Mac has the video.
Yeah.
Right? So eye for an eye here. All right, move along. I'll lay it with Duke. Pitt's terrible.
Eye for an eye is going to end up ruining the court storms. So
look, human beings are terrible people these days, right? Or always.
there you go.
Yeah, but this court storm is a non-issue. Izzo leaned into it, saying this is great for the sport. He knows it. It's been happening all over the fucking sport this year. No issues. For him to get on his fucking high horse and try to blame this on fake shit because of a water bottle being thrown. That happens all the time. Happens all the time. Stop it. Move along. He said in his thing, I have a wife and kids. Like he's going to Nam, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like go sent out to war. I have a wife and kids. All right. Shut the fuck up. All right. This is not This is not Baghdad. All right. Shut the fuck up. You're in Chapel Hill. All right. It's so pathetic, man. It's so pathetic. Now, having said that, I will lay the points with Duke.
I'm actually on Pitt here. This is Capel's game.
Yeah. I mean, it's his boy. So, I mean,
yeah.
You're locking this?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, move along. I will probably not watch this game. Next up, Houston is at the Huntsman Center. Taking on the Utes.
I have a feeling that wouldn't be true.
I don't think he ever said anything about court storming, though. And he got stormed about a bunch.
But on his way out, he was whining a lot.
He's in his 70s. That's what old people do. You know what I mean?
Well, that's my own memory of him, unfortunately. So,
Houston's like 16 and a half in Salt Lake City. I mean, Utah's lost 5 in a row. Give me the points in the Utes. I will not bet this game.
Yeah, Houston already had a hard-fought battle in the mountains. I think there's a little bit of value on Utah. Houston hasn't been the buzzsaw that we typically know them to be with blowouts left and right. Now, don't get me wrong. They have, taken some good-sized shits on some teams. But I'll go Utah. I don't love it. I'm not betting it. I think they lose by 12, lose by 13.
Yeah. Yeah. This goes up a little bit. I might pull the trigger. Next up, we have Oklahoma State and Tempe. Why do I feel like Oklahoma State's going to lose this game? Arizona State's laying 2.5. Yeah, what? It's been a little bit, right?
Yeah, 3 days. Not bad, but yeah.
Why is Arizona State favored?
Yeah, Ken Palm's got him favored too. I don't know.
Give me the Sun Devils. Lock it up.
Yeah, something smells.
Lay the 2.5. Double lock?
No bet for me. I think Oklahoma State needs this. On the bubble, they should win. I don't know if they're gonna, but I'll take the 2.5 points.
Yeah, good point, Jerry Davis here. With Thomas being out for LSU.
But I think at the time there were some people saying it could have been a positive that he wasn't playing for LSU.
Fair. Folks,
very ball dominant guard.
Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog has you covered for pick'em for almost every single sport. They got college baseball. We got that going on this Friday. They got college hoops. We got that going on every single night. Get in on Underdog. It went up to $5,000, the amount of money you enter. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers as well. Play $5. Get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCESGPN. So do that and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has been on a heater for college basketball. You got to check this out. They threw us a great party in Vegas last March. Super easy to sign up, run predictions off the house model, or make your own and mess around with those sliders. Looking to go premium? Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Promo code SGPN25. All right, we are back. I locked up Sparty. I locked up Sparky.
Sparky.
Yeah. Laying the 2.5 just because I don't understand the number. And Oklahoma State's been trash on the road this year. So maybe that's why the number's like that. Iowa State's at TCU, and this is an interesting game to me, Bieniek. Because I do believe TCU is the type of team that can fuck with them, despite losing by 30 the last time they played.
Yeah.
I think this is the one here. I'm going to lock up TCU in the points. I'm going to sprinkle this money line too. Plus 240. Lock these frogs. Come on, frogs. Hypnotoad. What are you doing here, man?
You didn't mention the biggest handicap of the game. Kansas is next for Iowa State and Hilton.
That is a great point. That is a very good point.
Yeah. I don't love it as much as you do. I'm not going to sprinkle that money line, but I definitely think that Iowa State could enter a trap here tomorrow. I think they're good enough to win, but I'll take the Frogs in the 6.5.
Lock?
I would have liked a little bit more points, but I will lock it. And I don't have many points.
Double lock on the Frogs down there in Fort Worth. Sprinkle that money line is what Dundee says. Only 4 games left. We have Fresno State in Logan.
This is a drill spot.
Yeah. 19.5. Lay it. It's like fringe lock. I'm not doing it though. Like
So,
to me, but
Why
that?
does Utah State have Memphis on the schedule in February?
Mac was talking about this the other night. I don't know how it came to fruition, but yeah, it is interesting.
I like the mix up from some of the schools. I think it's a different taste in February. The ones I don't really love is like the D2, but I don't know. I'm indifferent on it. I think Utah State rolls. I'm not gonna lock it though.
Not me either, but it's fringe. Colorado State Air Force, the battle for the Ram Falcon Trophy. This is a game that's going away in the future, at least unless they schedule in the non-con. But Colorado State's in the Pac-12 next year, and Air Force is in the Mountain West. The Rams are laying 14.5. I'll lay it. I mean, these Air Force lines are all ridiculous. What are you doing here? It's like fringe lock to me here too. Like
I'll take the points.
You gonna take Air Force?
Yeah, I'll take the home team here in this. Yeah, give me the Falcons.
Yeah. Shout out to One Cross. Tell them to subscribe to our show. We'll turn that around overnight. Let's go. Next up.
There's one guy I know of. I don't know if I want to say his name, but he started in the month of January posting picks every day, and he's got a pretty good platform, and I think he does good work, and we're buddies with him, but he's not had a good month and a half start to 2026, but he's still posting. So I think he was even talking about just wanting to be transparent and just show like even pro bettors are not like super positive throughout the year. So maybe that's the guy, but I don't know where he's at right now. That reminds me, I should probably check.
And Travis, yeah, I didn't do the slides. I mean, Carlton's just probably doesn't realize that, but good point.
I mean, we roll with it. We always mention it.
It's not that big of a difference. But Wazoo's at the kennel. Take it on Gonzaga. Gonzaga's laying 19.5. I'm taking Wazoo, but by the way, the slide shows 20.5. I see it at 19.5 right now. I don't feel very confident when it's at the kennel. If this was in like that, they play it sometimes at another gymnasium in Spokane, but this is not that one. So I'll take the points in a rivalry game, but don't love it. And Jerry Davis, I do sometimes bet the first half money lines. It really depends how much. Honestly, I feel like I did it more prior to having my son. I don't focus as much. Like before, you would have just hours in front of your computer. And now I just feel like I'm kind of scattered. And then it's like, I'm busy doing shit, so I haven't done it as much as other years, I'll say, over the past 2 years. But yeah, sometimes I historically would do that. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I will. I'll fall into the Washington State trap one more time. With the in-state school that going into Gonzaga getting 20, I think they'll compete a little bit better than that. I think they lost by 19 the first game. Gonzaga just drilled Oregon State. So will they drill 2 teams in a row? I don't know. Santa Clara on deck. That all factors into me. I'll take the points.
All right, this last game's fucking hilarious. Nick, are you in the chat still? Nick, are you paging Dr. Bradley and paging Nick from San Jose State in the chat? I mean, my first thought is San Jose State, Bieniek, since they've gotten healthier.
Yeah.
They played Colorado State well the other day at Colorado State. Only lost by 8. They played New Mexico well, right? They played the first half, getting all those guys back. The first half in the Boise game, there as well. Now the second half, the wheels came off.
Yeah,
we know UNLV is a trash ass team with a big spread, but San Jose State is such a confusing fucking team because they could lose by 40, or they could win this game outright.
Yeah, that was my thought.
I'm gonna lock up. I don't have a late night play.
I think this is money line or let it go.
Yeah. I think you're right.
If they lose this game, they're getting drilled by 20. If they're competitive, I think they've got a real shot to win.
Plus 750 on the money line. That's right. Shout out to Nick.
Colby, I just sent you the DM or on Twitter of the guy I was talking about. I think we know him and we're buddies with him, like SGPN and stuff. So, yeah.
Oh. I think I have an idea who this could be.
I think that's who the reference was earlier in YouTube.
Ah. Gotcha. I don't know if I want to throw his name out there though.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to either, but yeah, that's who it is.
Let's take that. Let's take that money line on San Jose State. Nick's covers the team. He does their play-by-play. Right?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's get rich. You guys want to get rich? San Jose State money line tomorrow night. We already did it this season with UT Martin and Montana, right? And Tennessee State, which we didn't even fucking like. We took the points. I don't even think we took the money line with Tennessee State.
Yeah.
But UT Martin was what 18-point dogs. We hit out right there. San Jose can do this. Yeah, let's go. What are you doing here?
For me, I'll just go a little bit on the spread, a little bit on the money line. Yeah, I think I don't have a huge, strong feeling on them being competitive, but if they are, they're live.
Take the spread to cover your ass too. You do that just in case.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit on both. A little bit.
Yeah.
Not much.
All right. Top plays of the night, Bieniek.
Yeah.
Top play. What are we doing? 3 and a dog?
Yeah, why not? 3 and a dog. I didn't have a money line dog that I really loved tonight, so that's an issue.
Miami, I will lock up against Carolina. George Washington, I will lock up against Rhode Island. TCU, is it TCU? Or is it? Yeah, give me TCU as the third lock. And the dog, I think it is more likely that TCU beats Iowa State, but fuck it. San Jose State plus 750.
Yeah.
But I'm playing both those money lines. You know I'm playing both those money lines. I'm also going to play Richmond money line as well. But fire away.
Miami, I agree. They're catching 1.5. I'm not even sure if I think they may close as a favorite. North Carolina will be the public team, but I don't know how that line will move. So I'll take Miami tonight. Most of the time, fading North Carolina, you want to get it at tip. But BYU -2.5. Buy low on this team. I mean, lost 4 in a row, 5 of 6. I think they're much better than Baylor. And then -4.5 on George Washington. I think also a little bit of a buy low spot. Castro has been out with a concussion. I believe that's been the injury designation for him. He's missed 3 games in a row. This is about the time where they should get him back. Let's hop back on the Colonials with the inherited value there. Small yapper is Purdue. I think +2.5. They can win that game easily. But they haven't been playing their best ball. but I think it's a bad travel spot for Nebraska coming back from Piscataway. But yeah, the value shot is San Jose State on the money line there, but I'll take Purdue and then like a little sprinkle on SGSU.
There we go. Noah Bieniek on Twitter at NoahB77_. Make sure you check out the college baseball experience because we've been kicking ass over there, and the season starts Friday. So get your shit together, folks. I'm on Twitter at @ColbyD. Check out the college football experience. Myself, Moneyline Mac, host that show as well, and got CJ Sullivan, the Bet Detective, on that show as well.
Coming on this week.
I'm going to talk to him about this week. We'll see.
Okay.
I got to see. He might be on tour. Yeah, we're going to try to get the Bet Detective on Thursday.
Because if he's able to, I will swap with him on Thursday night.
Okay. I will reach out to him tomorrow. But yeah. Folks, Moneyline Max, by the way, on Twitter, Moneyline_Mac. And the college basketball experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Till next time, which is tomorrow. This is the college basketball experience. Thanks for rocking with us. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here. Jay Peasy style.
You better be thinking about yours. When it rains, it pours, and that's the cash flow. We tryna pass, go stack the equivalent of massive amounts of loot. So get used to the ways of the winning, cause it pays. It's played in the beginning when you're tuning in straight to the end. Big Dundee submitting bookies like 1, 2, 3. It's all laughs and cash, it's like mastery. You're talking blasphemy, fading money line Mac. In fact, you're smoking crack, don't be a jack shot. He's like a Mack truck, call him Noah Bieniek, and he's giving out losing picks. I never seen him. Cannabis, kappa sliding in, catch the contact. SGP ends the place where the bomb's at. A triple lock and be friends to the end, but you might see a battle.